あ。ちょいとお待ちを。こんちゃっす。それでは、昨日というか、今朝の、昨日ね、日本の VCT、Valorantの大会の決勝、あれ昨日だっけ一昨日だっけやってたと思うんだけど、今日の朝ぐらいに、NA の大会の決勝戦もやってたんで、それをね、見ていきます。本当は朝配信してもよかったんだけど、寝てたの。というわけで、早速も見ていきます。
What's been your impressions as to how these hotly contested regions are stacking up against
analysts out there?
Especially now, there are some.
Is able to find one. Might be some trouble. He's gonna get swarmed. Oh, nice shot from Ethan.
エンビーと 100T が戦って、100T が勝ったってことかなこれは。ジャパンは見ないんですか？ジャパンはね、昨日見たからね。いいや。昨日普通にね、シャカさんの配信見たから。スタヌーさんとシャカさんの配信見たからね。いいや。結構そういう人多いんじゃない？みんな見たんじゃない？なんか、昨日の大会とかは特別な許可をもらってる人だけが配信ミラーしていいみたいな感じになってたけど、なんか海外の大会とかよくわかんないけど、予選とかは僕もミラーできるみたいなんで問い合わせたところなんで、機会があればやろうかな。ちなみに昨日の一番最終試合僕寝てたんで見てないです。まだそういえば一番最終試合だけ、どっちが決着通過みたいな最後の試合だけ、アセントかなわかんない、どこのマップかわかんないけど見てないから、一番最後だけ寝てたんで見てないです。すいません。
Top 3 surprise. They are the wombo combo. Tens is obviously
ボンボコンボ。
It's on. Who's number one? Player stats duelist. It's actually out.
途中まで見てたんだけど、途中で寝ちゃった。
It starts Sentinel these
Isn't there?
I think it's
that 100.
Room now
That's what.
versus a so off of the
さあ、最初のマップはバインドです。
Yeah, from Sentinels,
Sentinels.
you're probably gonna see their standard comp, right? Shaz on the Sova. I'm sure Tense. He flips between Yoru and Reyna. I
ダー
think
プが
he's better on the
パイ
Reyna.
パー
He said he
ソム
thinks Reyna's his
ス
best agent. He'll
アスト
probably
ラ
end up locking that in.
シックスシックレイ
This
ズ
is really interesting because
シャダ
100
ム
Thieves
ソー
hasn't
バ
played
テン
Bind
ズレイナ
for a long time, Dan.
なんか
It's
前
their
の
man. They don't like going
VCT
here.
というか
But if I had to guess,
世界大会の時は
I
こんな
think
構
this
成だったよう
map
な気がする
to anti-strat Sentinels. This is like one of those plays where
100T アスナ
the
が
other
レ
team
イズ
never expects it. They'll run their standard comp. They'll
ナイ
do
トロ
their
が
normal things.
アストラ
And you're just a wild card.
イー
Like,
さんがスカイ
you have that going for you. And you can see Steel hovering. We get Hiko on breach.
スティールがジェットヒコが
It's
ブリー
so-
チブリー
so
チ
interesting. I cannot wait to see how this actually plays out here on Bind. And what an interesting, this loose really need to understand the kinds of
100T は結構新しい構成っぽい感じがする。わかんないけど、これまでの過程を見てないからわかんないけど、
has a lot of styles that you can throw at a team, so Sentinels are always ready.
1大会ぶりに見ると、
Oof, let's see. We have the breach fault line. Looks like Hiko's lining it up for showers.
Sentinels はまあ、
Control for Ethan. This is probably
も
gonna
う
be
今まで
an
通
A-
りという
Oh,
感じ
that's
ですね。
actually for you. This
セン
is-
チネルズはなんかすごい作戦があって強いとかっていう感じじゃないもん
Burst
な
through。short A here, Dan.
もうおのおののプレイヤースキルが高い。
Best he can, the boom bot going out, but is he able to pull the gun out in time? Yes, just about able to deal with Asuna. And there's 3 players here, and Steel is going to go down. That's a spike in U-Haul as well. That is a problem right now for 100 Thieves. They've got to reclaim control there, and Sick is still going to be able to get the paint shells going. So 100 Thieves have nothing left. Great defense there from
もう個々が
Sentinels.
強いやん。
Wow. Wow.
なんで
Asuna was
ランプでそんな
so
止まったん
close
っていう
to taking out Sick and opening up that site. Just couldn't get it done. But that,
ねスティール、
that
ジ
is
ェ
an
ットは
important
初めて見た。
factor.
これは。
Going back to that previous matchup, we're going to use this Eek round a little bit here to talk about it.
テンズのレイナ
I don't think he's gonna save
まあ
it.
結局 1v1
When you
強ければ
watch
強いもん
100
ね
Thieves,、
レイナっ
it looks like
て。
they rely on Asuna a lot to
1v1
open up
強ければ
these
強いもん。
and that's because they do.
で 1v1 さえ勝てれば相手が2人で戦ってきてでも
In the
下がれるしね。
0.21, which is
1v1、他のキャラだと 1v1 で戦って倒しても下がれないけど、レイナだけ下がれるからな。ジェットとレイナだけ。特にレイナ。
You look at Sentinels, they have 3-4 people above the second.
そう出ちゃう、出ちゃうんだ。おお。
They have so many different ways to open.
そこ飛び出しちゃうんだ。
And that's what
す
makes
げえ
them
な。
so terrifying to kind of go on
あらららら。
before the game started.
Yeah, and I think you picked a good rounds because one thing we were talking about off camera actually is that sometimes it's so hard in this game to get all the time you need to discuss things. In Counter-Strike, if you have an eco round, generally speaking, you can look at the loadout and be like, okay, cool, we have this like a minute to play with, but you never know in Valorant. Like every round is very interesting, even the rounds with very little. But we are going into our first gun here. Obviously, Sentinels playing with the bonus, but definitely packing a punch. You're not really seeing much in the way of SMGs there.
Sentinels.
Yeah, and if you look, this is a short A aggression coming out of Sentinels. And I don't think 100 Thieves is ready for this. They don't have many people holding this. Oh, man. Ethan's going to get shower control for free. What does that really mean with these two players right behind
おめっちゃ
him
詰めて
and
る。
Nitro?
Yeah, the pace is really slow here.
これは気づけないんじゃないさすがに。ショート詰め。
Caught off guard by this.
あ、気づいてるか見てるの一応。
Spectre is
いや、でも気づいてても無理よな。気づいててもてか。
The
見て
spike
て
is
も。
of course towards the B side of the map.
もう一人いるとは気づけないでしょ。
With that Vandal. Now just
絶
has to
対
try
バレ
to
てないだ。
survive. Again, what does this mean? Will they go
お
for the、
お、TP された。
They will. 100 Bs here now.
おー
Oh, Dapper somehow gets 2 out of that. Ethan able to respond, but now it's about picking up the pieces. Spike can be collected, but again, 2 versus 3 here for 100 Thieves now.
ちなみに、この VCT、NA でのプレイオフだけのスコアかなわかんないけど。だと、最終的にね、全部終わった後の結果だと、シックが一番高かったみたいです、KD が。シックでテンズ。それだけ見た。それだけツイッターで情報見ました。シックが一番高かったらしい。KD.
The Seekers coming out here as well. That's going to be beautiful. Asuna can play off of the back of those. Takes both fights. Beautiful gunplay there from him. So precise. And now it's on to Shazam's shoulders. The 1 versus 2. Shazam's looking confident. He makes his way through the window, just barely gets out there, able to get the pressure on. The Trailblazer's going to connect. He's concussed. He's going to go for the stick here, not afraid. Shazam might just commit this all the way. Actually comes off of it now. Ethan trying to toy with Shazam, waste his time as best as he can. Shazam now trying to get that thing, and Ethan ready and waiting. Will get the kill and the round there for 100 Thieves.
Oh, the absolute courage on Ethan right there to not.
むずいね。スカイ相手の 1v1 ってめっちゃむずい気がする。
I thought when Shaz used the recon, he pictured everything so perfectly, right? He knew exactly where Ethan was going to be in that one-on-one, but Ethan doing what he does best this entire tournament on Sky, saving 100 Thieves. He's been one of their best.
大会のアーカイブはミラー配信許可とかもいらないんですか？いや、一応聞いてますよ。僕はライアットに問い合わせはしてますよ。だから、なんとも言え。ただ、とりあえず俺は OK です。だから、おのおので聞いてください。どこまでがいいか、どこまでが良くないかっていうのは聞いた方がいいと思います。いいとは思うけど。
So let's see if they were able to defend this. Very ready for it. No
サビ4人で守っております。
they are committed to this. Dashing through. There's the updraft, Steel and Ethan getting the entries that they need here. Doesn't matter that there's so many players. Shazam spanning through the smoke, able to get a couple. That will keep this defense somewhat alive.
ダッパーが入ってる。
Through the smoke and through off the lineup. There's one more to go in the
ダップのこの
Ready and waiting, able to take down Shazam. One more to go, but
こいつ打ち合い強すぎる。
that's going to be the round for Sentinels.
なんか2キル取るのうますぎる。この
They
方。
just have next level awareness of what you want to do and what you can do as a team.
2人見えてる時とかに2キル取るのが。
Four people at this B site and they left one person A, and Dapper's actually taking out the planter, the spike before it ever gets down. He's the fifth. They're just all over the hits.
Yeah, Sentinels had such a good read there. That rotation was.
ジェットがスパイク持つ理由は何ですか？それはチームによるんじゃないかな。わかんねえ。
Playing pretty slow so far, so
なんかやりたいことがあったんじゃない？
read the game really well, and we're going to get the Bladestorm out straight away on this eco here for 100 Thieves. Still will get tagged by the drone flash out as well, straight in Seal's face, unfortunately, but might be able to find something here.
センチネル3
Don't
本。
have the dash available, but the updrafts are. And Tens will easily
どういう攻め方なんこれは。一体。もう作戦ジェットみたいな感じかな今の。どういう攻め方？ともかく言ってたけど今。ともかく言ってたけどな。
I feel like a lot of these NA matches, then the beginning of the match is just who is the alpha duelist, who's gonna peek into the other duelist and win and make them play passive. And Tens wins every time. This guy is so insane. He just peeks right into the Bladestorm and takes 2 out.
B ゴリゴリもう最初から行こうと思ったら、フラッシュ食らって進めなくなって、なんかこちゃついたって感じかな。
Yeah, so early on in this game, 100 Thieves had this game plan to use the breach fault line to clear out hookah, go into the B hits. They're going to try it again. If this... Oh, Dapper just threw his poison orb through the TP.
さあ、これダップじゃない、ゾーム数がかなりきついよ。失った。テンズのこのポジションね。テンズここ好きよね。これ箱乗ってくるやつを有利に倒せます。エイムラボされた。シック、ショーストッパー使ったけど、シックのショーストッパー若干不安ある。よく配信見てるけど。でも瀕死になったから一人。さあ、ダープが一人残ったけど、相手も両方瀕死だ。ガチ瀕が2人。で、スパイクが。
His poison orb is waiting for him because he threw it through the TP. Are you kidding me?
Galaxy
スパイク確認したね、確実に。どうするんだろう。
100 Thieves have to walk in here, and you can see Dapper. He knows exactly what's going on. It's the headshot as well, the overkill, but there's another player in this position.
おー、タイミングが。
He's gonna get taken down just as he looks away. Hiko. Such good awareness from him.
これファイナルですか？ファイナルですね。
Will take the round, a much needed round. That's going to bring them up to 2 against the 4 of Sentinels.
Oh man, They really have to scrape.
100T のメンツ GO じゃ有名だけど、バラだと高まってる期待値を超えられない
But
な。
a win is a win.
まあめちゃくちゃ期待値あるわけでもないんじゃないかな。もうセンチネルズが強いってことが割と
This is where stuff gets spicy.
普通になってるから。
This is what we love. We love the breach ult.
100T は割と
Zapper with the standard,
いいとこまでは行くけど、
showers requires actually
やっぱセンチネルズには勝てないみたいなとこがあるよね。
which is insane. Ooh, that's some hookah.
Yeah, Asuna straight out there. He takes down Zom straight away. That's a big.
さあ、テンズが。テンズだけなんか
Dismisses away, and in fact,
違うくないか、ゲーム。
now there's only 2 players left. Make that one Hiko in garden.
テンズだけなんかゲーム違うくないか。
It is gone. It's gonna have to come
そういうゲームだっけ？
later on. Sentinels just shut it down.
Jeez, you would think when Asuna gets that opening frag onto Zoms with the showstopper,
テンズ
things
だけ
would
純
get a
粋
lot
な
better.
FPS ゲーム
I
や
don't
って
know
る
how it got
スキルのない
significantly worse. Tens just getting the pair of frags from long. What can you do? There's just this
フーカー前の
so disruptive dismissing away.
しゃがんでるポジションは強いのは、まあその箱乗ってくる敵はジャンプ硬直があって、手前来る敵は徐々に頭出さないと、なんか前に進まないとこう確認することができないから、
Oh, look at the setup. The poison orb
しっかりエイムできるんだったら
1 block, 6
強いはずだ、そこ。
They'll never expect this, Dan.
プレイエイムしづらい。なんか横、
The jiggle peek from
このゲームって横にワイドピークするのが強いけど、ワイドピークであそこと戦おうと思って戦えない。しゃがんで近くまで行かないと。
Working with so little. Steel goes down. They didn't really get any bodies behind Steel there. They'll slowly work their way up. But actually, looks like they're able to find a couple kills here to try to push out it short. But Tens is still
いや、
there.
テンズは普通に強い。普通に強い。
Unstoppable.
普通に強い。なんかとんでもないプレイ出してるわけじゃないけど、普通に強いわ。
The absolute raid boss. Like, he's just always there. Look at him, 13 and 3 down after 8 rounds. Oh, this is not what you want to see if you're about to go into a grand finals against.
バロラントのむずいところはそう、いろんな可能性あるからね。
Yeah, it's not the best.
その対応ができる人が強いよね、このゲームって多分。
But perhaps 100
なんか自分たちのやりたいことが全部通せるわけじゃないから、スキルで。
Cosmic Divide as
その
well.
書いてる通りなんだけど。
Ethan's one away from the Seekers, so if they play for an orb for Ethan, of course that can come online.
スキル1個で止められちゃうからね。
Build a
なんかやろう
strata
と思
around
っても。
that this or an opening around that this round.
その時に、
I mean,
じゃあ
you mentioned this, yes,
逆に何するかみたいなのが
going for a
今までの
timeout. Your opponents
経
are
験で
probably gonna throw something at you aggressively to try to throw
これすればいいみたいなの
you
が
off. So, you know, there are
す
some
ぐ
late
ね
games in
出
that
て
as
く
well.
る
You know,
チームが強いんじゃないかな。
start out really slow just to make sure they don't get caught by that. But what is the best plan here for
純粋に強い。テンズ、今のところ。
They definitely need to get these ults
純粋に言ったら
open
強いだけじゃない
Cosmic
今見てても。
Divide and Hiko's Rolling Thunder are massive
敵が撃ってくる前に
ultimates
倒してるみたいな。
around. Ethan can easily get his in showers as well. This should be an easier round for 100 Thieves.
いや、すげえワンピック取ったとかじゃなくて、
But they
ドララララン
also
2キルみたいな。
has so
さっき
many
から
tactics to work with, such a deep playbook. They have the 3 stack on B, and it looks like actually this is slightly different. This is slightly different from 100 Thieves. You can see Nitro lurking in showers, and he can do this in the Astral. You can play stars anywhere, so it's a great agent to lurk with. Oh, that's brutal. The tag lets actually lets Sentinels only 1B.
And the drone on long. Exchange with the Trailblazers, and there goes the Rolling Thunder through that short position. Dapper does take down Asuna. Always good. Sick trying to hold on to U-Haul. Will get flooded backwards there by the flashes. Can't hold on to that position, and there's the Cosmic Divide. So we see the set piece doing its job, but Sick, is he going to try to challenge this? Is there a flash for him? The Hunter's Fury from Shazam's going to actually take down Steel, and the spike still hasn't been put down. Nitro's trying to get it planted here, but these satchels are also quite annoying. Sick is just holding onto this position. And eventually the spike is planted, but it's just a burst straight through from Tens. Take down Nitro, and these positions are not working out for 100 Thieves. They could never stabilize it. Leaves it onto Ethan.
強い。これはワンチャンある
That's going to be a great initial pick up there from Ethan. The Seekers going out there trying to duel Tens, jiggling.
いやー、惜しい。
Picks the moment.
ちょっとエイムが
Tens again.
ブレたが。
Cannot be stopped.
He can't be
あと
stopped.
13ヘルス。
And you can see him just holding.
いや、ちょっとエイムがブレたかって感じだったな、今。
So confident. His bullets dwindling. I'm just thinking in my head, how many? He can't have much ammo left. He can't have much left. And he just doesn't care. He's just staying in the middle of the open, waiting for Ethan to peek. Ethan did a great job of staying out of the typical spam spots, jiggling close to the box. Nope, nothing's enough to kill this man.
やっぱこう、プロレベルでもさ、ここの、この左右にワイドピーク、
Yeah.
なんていうの、切り返したりするの当てれないんだよ。まあ、今もテンズ一発目外したし、イーサンも外したしね。
Question how Steel got fragged by Shazam's ult, right? A jet up drafting all over the place. I don't know if you caught it, but when
テンズの方が打ち直したから勝ったみたいな感じだ
there
ったけど。
was a gravity well placed by Zoms, and that stuck him to the ground, and that's what got Shaz that frag. Absolutely insane.
なんだこれ、なんだこれ。なんだこれ。
Bladestorm not really doing what 100 Thieves are looking for. Shazam through the TP.
この壁強いな。
Action. It's getting a little bored, perhaps, over on the B side of the map.
バイパー、このワンウェイめちゃくちゃ強いよね。
Yeah, so
無限にだけの強すぎない。
I mean, if 100 Thieves had a plan for their attacking side of Vines, going with the Vine Pig, we're definitely not seeing it come to fruition.
One enemy
Some of the
remaining.
few maps you'll see Dapper on the Viper.
しかも純粋に。
Terrible eco for 100 Thieves. If this were the start of the game, Dan. Oh, ooh, that was kind of nice. I think we're so deep into the half. There's only 2 rounds left. You're not really looking at economic damage into a team up 8-2 at this point.
テンズ
So it's
17キル
all or
3で
nothing
す
when。it comes to these rounds right now for 100
決勝戦
Thieves.
ですよ、こ
I think
れ。
they need 4 to end this half. These are some must-win rounds coming up.
Yeah, and they don't have any
CS 時代1000時間エイム練習した
時
時。1000時間ってそんなめっちゃ多いわけじゃないんじゃない ?1000 時間ぐらい俺もやってんじゃん。
Rich
And
get
Tens
richer,
with
Dan.
that Reyna ult, he is
全部のエイム練習入れたら。
perhaps, I mean, the best Reyna in the business with that
みんなやってるんじゃな
ult. He
い
makes
この
it
レベルの
way
人だったら
better
1000時間ぐらいやったら。
than most Reynas will.
Oh, look at the gravity well that Zoms has placed inside Hookah again. This netted them a frag earlier. Austin's going through. Oh, he's gonna get trapped. Gets out.
Lots of pressure there. Still working B-Long as well, just trying to keep it honest. And Sentinels have committed 3 players towards that B-Long position, so they're going to have to start playing for info at some point. Of course, they're relying on the Viper's Pit on short A. That's giving them a lot of control and information. The question is, will 100 Thieves decide to go through it?
Like they really want to, but they have second thoughts about it. I think Austin's position in Hookah makes them want to. It's kind of enticing them to go back to this B site, but that's where the stack is, Dan.
It's all by design. They're being shepherded to that B site, as you say, and
まあ地味にこのバイパーの使い方がうざいよな、多分。もうそれよな。それで A が行きづらすぎるよね。これシックでもこれきつくない？あ、フルタールからいける。
There's the showstopper from Sick. That's going to slow things down. Oh, able to actually get through the TP to dodge that one, stay alive, but now out of the action. Nice follow-up from Eco, taking out Tens before he can do anything. He has been a problem on this B site, so that is a good omen for 100 Thieves moving forward. But they have 20 seconds to plant the spike. Time is becoming a problem now as Shazam sits posted up on the cubby angle. That's his first one. That's the spike now down on the ground. Someone has to collect that very quickly. And they're running out of bodies here. 100.
でもなんだかんだ。
Nice trio of kills coming through though. Just enough time for Ethan to plant the spike, and Zoms has to make his way across.
Spike planted.
That's the cosmic divide.
Zero Nebula though, and the Seeker comes out from Ethan. That's gonna make things a lot harder for Zoms.
And they might want to hold on to the cosmic divide here as well. This seems very uncertain. As you say, they know where he is. Zoms looking to see if he can maybe catch a mistake. But it will not be given easily here for Sentinels. Zoms having to go so deep, wasting so much of his time. Steel
Enemy remaining.
will eventually fight Zoms and go
10時
down.
間ねえ
So much time has been killed. Zoms had to go so deep for that he's not really left with any options after getting that frag. Well played by 100 Thieves to close this one down. A much important and needed third round on the board for them.
I couldn't agree more. And something to note about this, I said it didn't matter how many.
まあちょっと攻め方雑に見えるな、100T が。
The opposite can be said for Sentinels in this scenario, right? Taking that gun out of Steel's hand for Zoms
雑
definitely
雑に見えるな。
rely on this final round of the half for 100 Thieves. So they again, every round they've
このラウンド
won
取ったけ
so
ど。
far has come down to a one-on-one with one player living. That makes your economy in the following round really, really rough.
We've got 10s on the operator here as well. First time we're seeing that.
Yeah, and he's gonna
That
take
might
it
be
long.
quite surprising.
Oh, them, yes. through the gravity well.
Gun here.
Oh, never mind. Steel is ready for that. I don't think Steel even recognized the operators in the hand of tens. It didn't matter.
強っ。
All right, well, Shazam, it's a game of one-upmanship.
Kiko turning at the wrong time.
It's the aim battles coming through here on this B long position. Getting traded back
Hiko
and
強っ。
forth, but it's Hiko to make the difference.
Massive. That gives him the rolling thunder, Dan, and the team is waiting by A. You can see Sentinels. Zombs has to rotate to B. No one is left in the B site. Oh my
As you say,
goodness.
it's all about setting up for the Rolling Thunder now.
And Sentinels is leaving
お、
3 at
削れたぞ、
A,
めっ
and
ちゃ。
that's exactly where 100 Thieves is going. I don't think they'll ever read 3 people here.
Big moment for Dapper though. He could make a difference. A big difference. Takes down the first player. The Rolling Thunder comes through. Misses Dapper. Out comes the shorty. It's not enough though. Hiko locks it in for 100 Thieves. They will get the 4th round at the end of the half. So some recovery here, Sean. It's gonna be a very tough, very tough second half for 100 Thieves, but they have something at least.
Yeah, they do. So they got the 4 that we thought they needed. I think they can make a rally on their defensive half, especially with the comp they have. But we've yet to really see how 100 Thieves plays on the map. So we'll have to see after the break.
Yeah, look.
これ絶対センチネルズ勝つやん、これ。バインド。
To start things off, but we
The rounds that Sentinels win, they're kind of at a slight disadvantage, and then Tens finds his way into the gunfight. So, I mean, they just need to slow the man
Sentinels
down
は
just a little
クラシッ
bit.
ク
But
3
this
つ
is
と
a massive
レ
A
ンチ
aggression,
2つ。
and Ethan is all alone in hookah versus what looks like a three-person hit coming his way.
Love it.
He has a nebula
目
right
買うんだね
from Nitro.
テンズは。
okay, this might get pretty hot for
ま
Dapper.
まあ攻めだからか。うん
That's the smoke for you and the wall for sight. Ooh, the fault line from Breach from A.
Oh, and there we go! Straight through the TP! Everybody's here to party for 100 Thieves, and they
Wow.
are destroying this effort from Sentinels. Oh my goodness, it's like a Zerg rush.
That was
Just
absolutely
swarms.
sick, Dan. That was
Just that fault
absolutely
line
sick.
as well.
The nebula turns into a smoke. The breach fault line comes in from U-Haul, and the sky flash comes out of hookah. This is insane. Actually, there wasn't even a sky flash. Ethan just swung.
Oh, they
Oh
got
my-
just totally mobbed. It was beautiful. That was beautiful. Gorgeous.
But yeah,
Now we have.
I was talking about
Oh,
last
go
time.
ahead.
This wall at A that Dapper throws blocks all vision, and when you combine it with the smoke he throws for U-Haul, there's only a couple spots you can play. There's literally not many. That's not where the fight's going here.
And that's got to feel good too. Again, 100 Thieves getting schooled at the beginning of the first half. Really struggling to win some of the fights and to make work their strategy. So they get to start off really well here. Got to be careful not to give tens any free shots on that Sheriff. You never know when he's going to convert that into a headshot and a chance for the team. Dapper able to pick up an orb there, so that's a small victory here in this pistol eco. Ethan spots the entire team almost on B-Long. That's a lot of info here for 100 Thieves.
Oh, this is terrifying. Ten's picking
この
into
3
the
人
B
見え
side
てる
of
けど、
Sheriff is
なかなか動かんの 100T が。
Yes, it is. And Asan has already been tagged down to 64, so he's not particularly strong now. Oh, it's a little bit awkward there for Steel as well. And here comes the B attack. Asan again, pretty weak. Has a lot of support here from Cubby, but the
Ara?
Sheriff is doing so much damage. And just like you said, it's starting to fall apart here for 100 Thieves. They've got to recover. Ethan, the quick pop flash, but they're going to switch through the TP and hit that A site. They're going to walk straight into Steel, though. He's ready and waiting here in the showers position, and he will be fed all of the frags.
クラシック強くないか
Decent eco here from Sentinels, all things considered.
Absolutely. I mean, I thought Nitro was all over too with the nebulas. He popped the smoke, and then he had the gravity well waiting right outside, and that's why Asuna swung. But I don't think he ever expected to see 3-4 people on his screen when he swung like that. Just such a compact hit coming out of Sentinels and Tens when he had 150. Woof. Woof. Now it's a full buy though. He got the frags to make it worth it. And again, 100 Thieves is going with this 3-person A setup. Dapper with the wall across the site, the smoke for U-Haul, and you can do this when you have an Astra, second controller
今回
to
は
take care of the B site. You can waste all
広
your
がっとるね。
utility every single round at the A site as Viper.
I love how oppressive the Viper utility is. Forward position from Steel is actually caught. Sentinels were waiting for something like that. The drone
ちょい
comes
もったいない
through
な。
as
今
well
倒したかった
to
な。
allow them to push further forwards. They have that poison orb as well, previously placed by Dapper. To push players out of U-Haul, so Sentinels with a lot of control right now. Nitro and Asuna ready and waiting to do damage. It's a body through the teleporter, not any players.
Oh, Nitro hits an off timing there on the peak with Shazam.
Oh, big window from Ethan, trying to win that battle over U-Haul control, but he's doing a fantastic job here, maintaining control for Sentinels.
なんだろうな。
He goes in a 1v3. This is rough. Takes down one at least. And you think he has the info as to where the remaining
打
players
ち合いが
are.
強えな。
Good sense, at least,
センチネルズ
of
打ち合いが
position.
強えわ。
Has the fault line to work with. It has charged up.
Captivate the players. The double peak comes in. Not much you can
Oh
do
my.
against that. Hiko does get one frag out of it at least, but Sentinels get their first round on the board in the second half off of the gun, the full gun rounds.
Yeah, but a lot like 100 Thieves, only one player survived that round.
打ち合いが強くない
That puts them
純
in a
粋に
very。fragile
だって、
state
シャワー前のやつも、あれ勝ってれば、
now. If they lose this next
全
round,
然守りあったや
we
つ
could be
思うけ
looking
ど。
at another save coming in for Sentinels. And that's when it gets scary. That's when it becomes anyone's map. So huge round here. A lot of pizzas almost full, as we've been saying on the ultimates.
シックとか、
Dapper setup coming
ラ
in,
ン
and
ク
Blades
の
Storm
スコアとか見ても、
aggressively
もう
coming out of Steel.
ほぼ20キル以上だったしね。調子悪い時除けば。
Kill, and he's going to actually find it onto Sick. That's
Oh,
not
he's
here.
not ready. He is.
He's
Ah,
not ready
it's
at
got
all.
to.
There's nobody there to trade. The right click misses for Steel, so the momentum now has been, the wind has been sapped from the sails of 100 Thieves. Maybe they can get another couple kills. Just like you said, it would be very important to get some extra economic damage if they can charge up bolts as well. Cosmic Divide and Rolling Thunder.
強っ。
Oh, Nitro, hello.
おお。
See another couple kills here. Could be possible. Difficult shots though. Zom's the running, jumping Spectre. And that's going to be 10 rounds now for Sentinels. 100 Ds. It feels like if they're going to come back into this one, if they really need to make the movement happen here. And the question is, what do they have to work with? How do they want to open this round up? It feels difficult sometimes on the defense. And
Yeah.
Steel's on a Marshall.
No, I believe that's actually the operator. That's the
operator.
Yeah,
Oh, the
it's
skin. That
the
always
poopers,
throws me.
Yeah. No, we don't like that. We don't like that skin, Dan. We don't like it at all, actually. In fact.
It's like the money doesn't add up, but
Yeah. He's on half armor, and he's actually planning on peeking into Sick right now. This is very bold. Oh, but tons of info is gained with that peek. Look, he knows.
CV をベレタ使ってる。
It almost he can guarantee his teams that this is a hit.
full line coming through again. And it's already rotation coming across. They got the info for the defense. Get the Viper's pick being laid down here as well. Tens opens up. And here comes Nitro. Still holding on to that usual position, but again, oh my goodness, Asuna from the elevated spot when all of the smoke drops, he's able to have free reign on Sentinels. They have no position to work with right now. The Cosmic Divide comes through as well from Nitro, making life even more difficult. And that spike is in the territory of 100 Thieves.
Yeah, what a massive play by Nitro to find Dapper.
センチネルズはハントも多いね。
Right? He gets that frag, and like you said, the smoke cloud dissipates, and they're left in the middle of the open where Austin cleans it up.
One enemy remaining.
With a miss onto Chaz. Makes up for it with a better find onto Tens. Ooh.
And an even better one there onto Shazam.
Spikes here.
I was actually going to say exactly the same thing there that you were saying. That's again, we talked about how important that round was. Comes up a big dub for 100 Thieves. Oh, again, that's such a huge kill. We get to see the aftermath.
Down A.
Ooh, and some very valuable ults used right there for Sentinels. You can see Sick lost his, Dapper lost his. Shaz one orb away. So the triple stack onto B here. And
シックは毎回これ投げるの。
Oh, peeks into
Big
both
win.
duelists.
Big find from Steel. The old jumpy. Trailblazer comes through to get some info. That's going to trade the drone. We'll slow the drone down, actually.
全然曰くファントムの方が強いらしいよ。ファンダル使ってるけど。
Does actually get tagged.
ファンダル使ってるけど、ファントムの方が強いらしいぞ、天然曰
They've
く。
lost a player early here.
明らかに強いらしいぞ、ファントム。
Might want to try to find something aggressively around
ファントム拾ったのかな、これ。
position, but oh, the aggression's taken right back here.
買ってそうだけどな。
Wow, that did tons of damage to Tens and Zoms.
Kill them though. So we'll have to see if there's
こうピークの仕方が一時うまいよね。ダープがね、一番うまい。この辺。ピークの仕方とか、打つ時の体の出し方とか。こいつが一番うまいわ。いつも、いつ見てもうまい。強い強い強い。
And that's 100 Thieves converting yet again. Thanks to Steel's opening, really.
Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, we do have a game here. I was worried that Sentinels was going to run away with this map, but now at 8-10, I think Sentinels' economy is gone. 100 Thieves might get
まあこの位置は
Nico.
この位置は結構きついよね、初段でやられた
Yeah,
ら
it's。looking like it. Great start.
あれ外したら終わるんだよな、あそこの位置。
I'm going to say this. Sentinels' sheriff rounds like this, as Pansy calls them, Shikos, are insanity.
これは切り取れそう。
Still, you know, he's mixing up his positions with that operation.
しっかり待ってるね、
You never know
テン
where he's
ツが
gonna be at the start of a round.
お
Won't be able to connect that
そういう感じか。
shot. Dash available still. Wants to go for the repeat. He's gonna oh no, he gets blocked for a
あ
second.
そこでジャンピークしてテンズが倒しに行くみたいな。
Very awkward stuff there for Steel.
そういう形なの。
Zappa will actually catch him as he goes across the short position. So 100 Thieves are actually taking some serious hits right now, but they are staying alive, largely speaking.
He's on 5, man, but this Reyna, ooh, Hiko puts him down. Leaves Dapper in a 1-on-4 open beast, but the gravity wall's really gonna mess things up for his timings here.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying.
でもだいぶ 100T。
Pretty awesome to get.
これで9本目取れるから。
Extra money for the team.
What is
Oh, that was
Guiding
close.
light, that was
追いついてきたんじゃない？
came from spawn.
Just able to dodge that one. He has to take the gamble on a plant.
30
Pray that
seconds
nobody's
left.
nearby. We'll stick this. And that's a big win. He's got the spike down. Anything else is a bonus. And here we are. We've got a really good position for the ults for both teams here now as well. Still one away from the Blade Storm. Shazam on the Hunter's Fury. So definitely a lead for 100 Thieves in terms of the ults. And Hiko having that Rolling Thunder and the Seekers on Ethan gives so much retake potential for 100 Thieves. It gives them on the defense so many more options strategically.
Absolutely. And this is the point in the game where I think the momentum has shifted to 100 Thieves, right? They have the ults, they have the economy, they're on the easier half. But you know what they're not, Dan? They're not the best team in the world that has been in this scenario and won every single time in the last 3 months, which is what Sentinels do this to everyone. They always end up in bad spots late game. But can they keep doing it here?
Yes, there's a big push towards this Hookah position, lots of pressure. Steel's actually playing aggressively towards the cubby on A short, so there's forward information here for Sentinels. And looks like Sentinels will be slowed down slightly because of the Seekers especially. Shazam will drone forward to try to pressure this defense even more. And we get a rotation here as well.
Dan. Steel is way up short A. He has all of the info.
It gives this extra man to this B defense. So really good look here right now for 100 Thieves. And again, they've got that Rolling Thunder to fall back on if they need it. Hiko is on the A site right now.
And Dan, this is the type of preparation that I meant when 100 Thieves picked this map. Look where Steel is. He's completely open to that left peek from Showers. He's totally vulnerable, but he knows no one comes that way for Sentinels.
And here comes the push. 100 Thieves will defend this. They've got great angles. You can see Ethan also in a pretty good spot right now. Zoms is on, or could be on that garden attack, and Ethan will go to the flash out. He knows his player's there now because of the guiding light, but the timing is good here. Asuna and Nitro trying to defend. It is an all-out gun battle. 2 versus 2 now. 20 seconds to plant the spike, and Dapper, he's going to actually run for the TP. He's switching it up to the A site, but Hiko's got the Rolling Thunder, and he's going to get there in time.
Yeah, he could shut down this plant, and Zoms is way out of the picture, Dan.
Oh no. Is he
でかっ。
範囲
でかっ。
I don't think he can do anything about this.
いや、これ設置できないや。
Toxic screen is going to try to catch Dapper, but again, no time. The Rolling Thunder will secure the round.
これは取れてんでかい。
One enemy remaining.
That's the most breach thing I've ever
こ
seen.
う壁の使い方マジでうまいよね。 ラッパー。
Holy! The initiator squad on 100 Thieves, Ethan and Hiko on top of the scoreboard. Rightfully so. They are dominating this game with their utility.
Oh, look at the money here for Sentinels too. They don't have anything to work with. Dapper keeping the Phantom from the previous round, and they'll try to do what they can with that and a couple of sheriffs. Actually, oh, Zom's got a Bulldog, then solo again.
Still switched to the Phantom off of that operator. That's interesting. He knows it's a low buy. He doesn't want the operator.
シャザムもシックもテンズもさ、
He really needs it.
このアルファベットの
Nigel's gonna get caught by that.
途中で大文字にしてるやつは強えよな。
Does give him a lot more maneuverability. See what he's able to do here. Viper's pick comes through, but they have to try to find a way to convert onto the spike plant. And you can see that there's free reign to spray
Wow.
into this. And Steel knows his angles. He takes down Sick, the spike's down. And Steel now is just going to be above these positions. This is actually quite difficult. Oh, he tried to make the jump across, but he actually fails. He's in the blind.
なんか無理やりっぽい。
Take down Dapper, but that is not going to go well for 100 Thieves. 3v4 now, but the spike has to get planted still, and you can see Sentinels are really afraid. They don't want to try to plant and then just lose a player to spam. They have to eventually, at some point, go for this spike plant.
Feel the
Oh.
tension, Dan, and Hiko finds Zoms.
いや、これされるとでもバンダル何もできないね。
They were worried about Ethan. He's going to go in off of the next one, and oh, the running spray almost takes down another. It's almost like a stalemate here, but one that Asuna, he's on the flank. He's going to, oh, is he going to?
Wow.
Because Dapper is waiting for him. Actually, turns just in the nick of time. Now Ethan with the spray. This is a truly ridiculous round. Ethan, 21 points of health, 5 bullets in the tank to go. Can he make this happen? No, they go for Ethan. They've had enough in the Viper's pit. And Sentinels converts. My goodness, the stalemate there, Sean.
Oh my goodness, they're just absolutely wild.
コンソール、今まで遊んでくれてありがとう。でも、もっと自由に遊びたいから。先行くね。オーメン。
Yeah, Sentinels knows the game that's being played. They're tapping the spike. They're trying their best to not get spammed through this Viper ult. Jeez. So ridiculous. And then Steel just trying to make that jump. But it's like a budget baby bay, you know? Like he's trying to do crazy stuff and he just can't do it because it's not his main.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Well, into the next round, Sentinels is eking out that extra one, and we've talked about the Blade Storm being activated. Asuna has that showstopper as well. They're looking for a play here. They're going to crunch on Sentinels. Oh my god! Sick almost dodged that one. But Asuna can finish it off, and we get a response here. The showers take coming in from Sentinels, but actually outside of that, Sentinels don't really have much map control. They did at least trade onto Steel.
There.
Now there's a mid left. Sentinels start to move towards this A site.
Oh, Hiko makes contact with Tens, the Arena in shower, and immediately Nitro smokes that off for him.
やっぱ不利だと思ったら勝負しに行かないんだ。
Poison orb is
そりゃそうか。
Asuna with the pain shells. That's going to cover his drop down into the cubby there by triple. Oh, Nitro spotting a lot of players there. Has to pull his gun back out. Can't get the frag though. And it's going to be up to Ethan to try to 1v4 clutch. Not an easy ask.
Spike planted.
And
センチネルズの
all too much.
戦い方ってなんか
Not really a great
普通の FPS よね。割と。
Team Sean, you talked about Sentinels being in this position. You talked about how 100 Thieves had the momentum, and somehow Sentinels will win anyway. And it's kind of playing out like that, I feel like, right now.
I'm really sick of whoever's writing these narratives on who wins these matches, Dan. It's getting old. It's getting old, man. I'm so sick of watching the Sentinels come back. It's so ridiculous how they always do this to their opponents.
It's like the sitcom writers that just keep going and going, season after season after season. It's like, come on.
おしおさんのプレイ動画っていつになって見せてくれますか？まあ何本かは結構前のやつだけど、ありますよ、YouTube に。
Okay, so 12 rounds for Sentinels then. It's just one more to
ワイ
take
パーズビットは下
Bind.
向くと普通より
Bind has been weird, I think,
早く
for
相手が
both
先
teams, and
そう
many
下向くと
knows that.
早
I
く
think
見えますね
seeing Steel
赤く
on Jet, as you say,
低いところ
sometimes
の方が
it looks
多
a
分
little
見えん
bit
じゃないか
awkward.
な
He knows what he's supposed to do,
下向くとというか
and he's doing a good job with it most of the time, but you can tell that it's not his main.
Yeah, he's doing all of the right things. He's just not very comfortable at doing them. You can tell
Yeah,
he's
that's
not.
低いところとか
Yeah,
自分が
it
低いところ
doesn't
にいると
look
きっ
like
て
a
いうか
jet main when you watch him. Like his crosshair's not moving around like a jet main. But here he is again. He's gonna try to open things up on short A, and he is definitely going to get a battle.
Yes, this is a great opener again for Steel. You can see Sentinels have been wary of it though in multiple rounds.
Ooh, they boosted Nitro up in showers. Look at this.
It's a battle around Hookah as well. Sick gaining space here. He did just take a guiding light in base. Now there's the drone coming through showers. So map control plays on both sides of the map here from Sentinels. Or will they win? What's showers control?
Someone will come into Steel right now. I think it's Shazam. Shazam is making his way back to this angle. Is he going to be aware?
Steel needs this kill for the team. He gets it and dashes away, unpunished. And there's the fault line to protect Steel even further. And that's beautiful because now there's a 5v4, 40 seconds left. They've lost Shazam. Sova's gone.
God, the shower player has a Spectre against Tens.
That is not a great look. We'll see what Nitro can do with it. So we'll actually open things up here, but it's a crossfire mostly
30 seconds
here
left.
for
向き合って
Nitro.
る
Waiting for the perfect moment. Oh, and in fact, it's Nitro to seize the opportunity, takes it away from Tens. And now, you know, Sentinels, they've been bled out here by just these slow, proactive plays from 100 Thieves, keeping them on their toes. And there's no time left at this point. It's just going to be a rush into the site. They've got to hit the shots. They've got to be extremely aggressive. And Dapper will take down one, but Spike, can it go down in time here? Asuna will stop that in its tracks. 11 to 12. One more for overtime here for 100 Thieves.
What an insane round from Nitro on the Astra. It's an agent that he's not too comfortable with. I mean, we've seen him so much on Omen, right? And by the way, it's worth noting, he's last in the entire playoffs in first deaths per round. He's a very passive player. But he closes out the round so well for 100 Thieves. The gravity well on the spike right there, gifts it to Asuna, takes out the shower player, takes out another player after that. Huge impact from the veteran player.
And there's so much to talk about with Nitro, but maybe we'll take that discussion in another moment.
Ooh, Ethan did a guiding light through shower, saw nothing, and look, damn, look at the rotate coming from 100 Thieves, but will they make it?
Here comes Sick, Showstopper out, sacheling forward. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Asuna's in the air though, and Sick's gonna go down. The Showstopper gets nothing. Cosmic Divide there to try to make their way onto the site, and you can see Asuna is scanning, looking, tracking for these players, where they're going to be.
いやー、テンズ打ち合い強い。
Down by elbows, Sentinels gaining ground on the site.
Mm.
The entry frag is fully challenged here by 100 Thieves. No retake setup at all. They're going for it, and they've been left.
これは厳しいか。
After that, it's just Steel who remains. He has to go for it. It's the last round. He's got to find a 1 versus 3 to secure the overtime. Take Bind away here. An important pick for 100 Thieves to open up this best of 5. Steel
レ
looking
レレが
with that
結局強いね。
and
めっ
they
ちゃ
are not giving him a single thing. I say that, but Tens peaks. He goes down. Steel
レレレというか
again has to
ワイド
force
ピー
these
クか。
players out, but no. Shazam comes in with the headshot, seals the deal. Map 1 in the bag here for Sentinels against 100 Thieves. A good start for the.
It did make it look really good.
Lineups here. Awesome.
Like, you know, there's no way to
2
slice
試合目ブリーズ。
against 100 Thieves on the defense. This is map 2 of this best of 5.
ス
and
カイ、
it
ジェ
is
ッ
to
ト、
decide
ソ
who
バ、
is the best team right now in North
キルジョイ、
America
パイ
on
パ
their
ー。
way to represent North America at Masters Berlin.
レイナ、
Indeed, and right off the bat, you
サイ
see
ファ
100
ー、
Thieves
スカイ、
a
オー
full
メン、
retake
パイ
A
パー。
setup.
オーメンなんて入れるん
Have
だ
a。good guess here because this looks like a B setup coming from Sentinels. Spike actually on
ジ
the
ェット
B
いない
side
ん
of
だ
the
な。
map.
They are just hiding it at this point in time.
And Ethan's
No
actually
information.
Ethan's spotting over the little box inside elbow right now with those jump peaks. That's what he's not trolling with those jumps. He's jumping to look over it while crouched. There he is. And he's going to be first contact if that position is spotted. But look at this.
わあ、めっちゃ多くで守ってるよ。
Coming through 100.
4人で B 持ってる。
Get to have their defense here after all. The snake bite catches Dapper. He's got nowhere to go. And this has worked wonderfully. However, there is still a chance here for Sentinels, more than just a chance. They're going to have a good shot at this round. They have a free and open A bomb site. Ten's already in a forward position. Has cleared quite a lot here for the team. And they will be able to get their spike plan after all. 4 players, or 5 players, I should say, on the retake against the 3 of Sentinels. But they have to close the distance.
Yes, and Hiko still has his wall for this retake, Dan. This is the difference with the double controller. No utility on A for Sentinels.
全員 CT から行くんだ。
And they're just going to just use the force of numbers here to charge down Sentinels. Shazam and Zombs, all that stands now. And well, they're gone.
さすがにブリーズは
Said that.
ゴースト多いね。
Spike does go down, but it will be a round. The opening pistol on Breeze will go to 100 Thieves on the defense.
So cool to see how 100 Thieves meticulously uses their utility, right? They know what they can use at the start of the round. The Omen Dart covers, the Paranoia. They know they can get rid of Ethan's Guiding Light. But Hiko has to stay true and hold that wall for the retake. They didn't end up needing it because it was a 3-on-5. But you could see the ideas churning right there for 100 Thieves on that pistol.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see.
全然日本と倍が違うよね。
With the Marshals,
2ラウンド目の
the Sick and
センチネルズ
Zombs.
はマーシャル部長と
And Dapper. So
シェリフ、シェリフ
this is really scary, I have to say.
Yeah,
でクラシック。
there's that elbow recon coming in early. That alerts Sentinels that no one is pushing that position.
Okay.
Yikes.
And that's why
早
it's
速シェ
scary
リフで
because
抜
you
いてほ
don't
しい。
want to give up free, like, you don't want to not peek anything. You have to challenge something. Ooh. Nitro, nice shot there.
One enemy
Vandal.
remaining. Spike
And it's
down
looking
mid.
pretty good. They will control mid after all. Sick might be able to extract an extra bit of damage here. Takes down Nitro.
うわあ、なんか当たりそうだった。
It's a good attempt for the following frag, but it is cleaned up and we'll go into the full gun round here for Sentinels.
I will say, Dan, as a fan that wants 5 maps here, I do kind of like Tens on the Jets. That way when he gets the picks, he doesn't just go back to 150 health and get more picks. You know, like, it's a
That
little
is
bit more
true.
fair this way. When he...
Yeah, and I can't wait to see if Aston is really going to get, that running start, which on that Reyna, because that's always just glorious to witness. And
Ooh,
going into this first gun rounds,
This looks
we
kind of
have here.
sketchy, Dan. This is a double A setup with Nitro opping A on Omen and the Reyna Asuna baiting him. But you can see by the alarm bot placement of Dapper, this isn't going to be an A main hit. He's just going to play really passive up here. They're going to go through elbow right now. That's where the fight's going to be.
we have questions being asked by Ethan. We know him to be fairly active in trying to find information around elbow and B window possibly, but at this point in time, holding position, perhaps an expectation that there's a rotation coming in from Sentinels, which there is, but it's towards this A site now.
Look what just waiting has done to this setup. The
オ
setup
ペレーターでドア置いてんのかな、これ。
site, Arsenal all alone now.
ナイトロは
Nitro's kind of floating. He has to watch these mid doors. He doesn't
ドア見てるよね
don't。really have anything going for them here anymore.
It will be an awkward defense. The question is how much damage they can do.
Well,
Sentinels bring their way forward.
ちょっと壊し遅れちゃっ
Gonna
た
be a ping. That is not fun for Nitro. The flash has come through as well. Aston's doing a good job. Gets one frag. Gives Nitro a chance here. Nitro.
ナイトロ殺されたくない
Forward is
Wow.
First position, and he's going to miss that shot.
3
But
対2だ
Steal is there in time. They delayed enough to give 100 T still a good
あでも
chance
ダ
to make this defense work. Dapper creeping forward, takes down Steal. Very quick stop there from Dapper as he repositions, and the spike is going down now for Sentinels. And the 2 versus 2, they are beginning to look quite strong, and they've got the rifle advantage. The Spectres at these distances are not going to be.
え
And Dapper close it down.
How did Sick control that
なん
Vandal?
でそれヘッドショット当たんの
Where was his mouse at on his mouse pad? What the? That is a game-saving spray from Sick right there, winning the bonus with that after getting tagged.
そういえばブリーズは
And yeah, I thought Nitro and Austin
なんでこれヘッドショット当たんのこれダメでしょ。
Oh my goodness. Sentinels
まず横に歩いてるから。
And if you look, 100 these, they don't have a lot to work with. Nitro on a Marshall here.
Yeah, that's it's definitely difficult. You know, again in that earlier on in mid, they did.
テンズはブリーズでもファントムらしいけど、テンズ以外バンダル持ってるよ。意見は違うみたい。シックとシャザムとダーパー、ファントムじゃない、バンダル持っておりますね。で、さっきテンズバンダル持ってたしな。
For 100 Thieves, they understand what's going on because they've got calls control, they've got all this mid control.
Dan, Shaz is gonna drone this, and if
逆張りの男。
the wall goes up, the jet dashes in, he goes in big trouble here.
The Seekers are coming in as well. Can Hiko stop it? Just about in time. Hiko playing behind the toxic screen now. And that's easy to deal with Tens. That's a big win early on here for 100 Thieves. But Sentinels have managed to breach the site. The spike is there at the back of the site. Still needs to find some space to plant as they try to defend these positions. The Seekers coming out. No time to plant this spike. They have to keep the guns out. They have to fight. Finding is working.
センチネルズはでもしっかりとポジション取るよね。なんかちゃんと打ち合ってもしっかりすぐパッて引けるようなポジションにいるよね。
I thought Hiko did a fantastic job putting up that wall, finding some space behind it, stalling the hit. But yeah, the mid rounds is where Sentinels is thriving in this series so far. It's when the round collapses into the 3-on-3s, these 2-on-2s. They have the big plays that they just make those plays. They make the peaks, they hit the shots. When there's no abilities, there's no more structure involved. That's where Sentinels lives. They live in those moments.
Went down to a 2v2 as well. It was a pretty close round, but
まあジェットの時はファントムなんじゃねテンズ。もしかしたら。レイナの時はバンダル。強い。強いわ。抜き頭当たってたっぽい。
There we go. It's all being cleaned up nicely. No damage done at all. It's a good win. Sentinels.
Yeah, and you can see the style of Sentinels is throwing 100 Thieves for a loop here because what they're doing, they're running, like I said, a single controller comp. But Zomps is using his wall on B at the start of the round, and they're just not using it. They just go out A dry. And you can see what it did to Steel. He was caught off big time by that lurk out.
So the question is now, are we going to see any kind of adaptation? I feel like 100 Thieves have been pretty.
今のラウンドとかであれなんだね。ゴースト買ってるんだね。敵。なんでゴーストなんだろう。なんか前もそれなあった気がする。
Dapper will be here, but it's going to be a turret first.
There's a turret. Nitro looking for the cross, unable to find the shot though. That's unfortunate for him. But it does give Asuna all this space to push down halls, gain greater control.
センチネルズああいう時
Sentinels are in the
シェリフよ
site.
ね。
Tens right out there. Lockdown is available, as is the Hunter's Fury. Nice shot by Nitro. Finds the pixel. Connect with Tenz's head, and there's the Hunter's Fury coming in from Shazam to deal with the rotating players. Very good here for 100 Thieves, getting forward control. Steel in a great position. Asuna causing problems up high. Steel has a moment to go in. He's going to go for it. Takes the fight against Sick. Can they deal with the lockdown in time, though? That lockdown is going to be a problem as it's coming to completion. But Dapper's the last man standing here in this position, defending it, and the remainder.
He's got the turret to work with. Maybe he can swing when he places it down.
あるよ、
That's
全
about
然
all he has, though, Dan.
なかった。
And he won't even
Doesn't
get
even
that.
go to drop the turret. So really nice retake from 100 Thieves. They managed that so well.
Yeah, I was terrified. I think you were as well. When we saw how advanced Tens got, the second Sentinels realized it was a double halls push, Dan, they were out A. Tens was just at pyramids. He knew at best there would be one player in this site, so they just used numbers to swarm the site, and Steel living and getting this frag onto Sick. Massive round for the in-game leader.
Yeah, we talked about it before. I think you made such good points about Nitro on the Omen, on the Operator, how that role works out on defensive A. He is so excellent. So much
100T はもう A は結構もう入れ
So
守
the
りよ
next
ね。
round is
リ
full
テイ
line
ク
both
めっちゃしようとしてる。
3-3 the current score, of course, and
絶地将来逆
another
に言
A
ったら。
push in
They
very
pinged the trip.
quickly.
They pinged the
まあでも
trip.
取れたしな、今、
He
それ
didn't
で。
get it with the Trailblazer, but he knows it's there.
There he goes. So it's a full retake situation. And we don't really have retake halts here for 100 Thieves.
This is very sketchy, and there's the Viper's pick going down in the A site. Look how
あ、こっちに出すんだ。
I've never even seen it like this.
こっちに出すの強いな。
It's
パイプあると。
Really deep. This is going to be really awkward for 100 Thieves. We'll have to see what they can do to try to deal with this. Will be forced out ever so slightly. He's going to actually be forced to get some jewels here. Tries to keep himself safe with the dash. He's so far doing a good job. Income steal though. Steel's able to convert. In fact, 100 somehow are dealing with everybody, but Shazam gets the lineup. Now it's just down to Steel, the 1 versus 1.
おー。
By ticking away, he swings and he gets the win. Oh, wow.
Wow, what an
100 Thieves.
incredible
隠
play.
れてればもう勝ちやったんじゃない今。
Right there. It's just,
なんだったら。
wow, how did they retake that site? Jazz with the insane flank and the immediate thought to recon that box to know Steel's location, and Steel just says, "No, I'm gonna hold this down. Don't care about the recon," and he wins the fight. Again, a huge round for Steel.
It's amazing. And also like the snake bite that come in to actually like force tens wide as well initially, and then only having that one spot to dash into after taking so much damage. There's like so many small little things there that 100 Thieves did that made that winnable.
Yeah, exactly. Is Nitro on that back platform at B? This is going to be a B setup coming in from Sentinels. They're going to do their elbow play, though, I believe.
ケンズのブレイドストーン。
Aggressive Viper's Pit. Force Cave. That's going to allow 100 Thieves to
今回は B オペレータ
move towards the horse position, put more focus there.
Beakers are going to give 100 Thieves a lot of info here. All 3 destroyed
ー。
the...
これメタルかなり前までワイヤーつけに行ってるね、多分。
See
ま
this
あかなり前っていうか、ドア開けてすぐの。
It's bolstered a lot by the Cypher utility. The Cypher utility is holding halls as well as a trip right next to Asuna and a cam there as well. So they're feeling real comfy over there.
They slowed the pace right down. They want to catch
これまあまあ
100
守り方
aggressive for information, but
良さげに見えて
100 Thieves
意外と
right now.
ローテートされたらきついんじゃないか A とかに。
All the timing there with the
わお、そこまでそのまま抜いちゃうんだ。そのまま抜いちゃうんだ。なんだそれ。
pushes forwards with the knives.
映ってなかったけど。
Asuna able to hold things down in mid though. Beautiful work from Asuna.
Player standing.
This is a very important play from him, but it's up to Hiko now coming out of the Viper's pit on the A site. And Zoms and Tens are very
30
weak.
seconds left.
We might be able to find a way to do this one. Looking to slow things down with the snake bite. Won't get there in time. So difficult. And in the back comes Tens.
何が起こったかよくわかんね
Tie game.
What happened was Ethan jump spotting spots, throws the guiding light out, Steel peeks out window, dinks 10s for 140. The Phantom 140 headshot comes in. And 10 still gets 3 more kills with 10 HP. What?
Oh man.
Incredible.
I didn't even catch that. That was a dig coming through. That is so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
What can you do about that?
I mean, he's just
Fly
too
Vandal,
good.
I guess.
Fly
Vandal and
good.
Breeze.
Oh man, 4-4 scoreline, 100 Thieves forced the eco after that. And we're going back to the dog park here. Elbow, all the doggies.
I think it's going to try to get the damage in mid. Why not? Doesn't work out, of course, though. Into B with the plant for Sentinels, and if these will again try to get some more damage, try to charge up those ults. Nice shot by Nitro, so I'm going to do some damage after.
One enemy remaining.
エコラウンドはエコラウンドじゃない、アンチエコも絶対取るよね。
Nitro get anything else with this
Sentinels.
Ion Sheriff.
Yeah,
Like the Ion.
I do. This is such a clean sheriff skin. But it doesn't get anything. It doesn't come with... You can't get the headshots when you buy the skin, unfortunately.
No, doesn't work like that. This game is not pay to win. Okay. So, really close game on our hands right now. It feels kind of difficult to know. It feels to me like Sentinels are beginning to pull away in terms of the way that they're actually approaching these rounds. And I guess this round will be quite telling, Sean, because we're going to see an adaptation. We should see it here. And we've got the usual stuff here. Although Nitro looks like he might go.
They're gonna go for the
into
double
mid
mid
here.
play. Yeah, he's never taken the op here. It's only a Marshall, and he's gonna get a fight versus Tens. Oh,
All
are they
the
aware of this
timing
left
here.
wall, Dan?
おお。
Oh my god! I thought for sure that Nitro had that. Steel at least converts one of those. But this is a
Look
terrifying
at
start
Dapper.
for.
Yes, look at Dapper. He knows he's out for blood. He knows Steel's
右が勝負しようとしてきても
actively picking in. He's cut down the
封殺すると。
rotate. He's telling his team to come back. And that's just the knowledge of rotation on Sentinels. They're just so quick to pounce on these openings. Wall goes
Especially
up.
with Nitro gone.
Wow.
Oh wow, this is like so little you can do to stop this spike from
上のって頭見えそうだけどな、入るとき。
Steel will try to spray, but at this
見え
point
るよね、
they delayed their entrance, so it's harder for Steel to see. But actually, you see just over the top there, finding a turret. There's a chance now, actually. 100 Thieves, you know, they're able to delay with that play from Steel. And the spike hasn't gone down yet, so this means that players are committed onto the pyramids.
センチネルで地味丁寧だね。地味にっていうか、普通に丁寧だね。
And Ethan's going to capitalize, takes down Shazam.
あ、でも、
Kappa, he
こ
knows
っちも
he
丁寧
has
だ
to
った
do。something.
おお。
And it all falls apart for Sentinels.
Ethan's fingers, Dan. How does this guy jiggle so much? His fingers are gonna fall off from how much that he's using his keyboard. This is every peak as a jiggle peak for Ethan. It was the same thing in CS:GO. The guy just never full commits and he always just owns people. What a sick.
ブリーズ本当に遮蔽物大事よね。他のマップよりより一層大事な気がする。遮蔽物、なんか一瞬で勝負決まんない打ち合い結構あるから、遮蔽物からチラッとちょびっと顔出すのが強い。
And they used the lockdown there as well. So that's huge because now we can see a really massive ult advantage coming forward for 100 Thieves. Again, they don't have
海外の選手ってダッパーと同じって言ってくれる人が多くないですか？シックとダッパーは一緒だよ。で、これを真似てんじゃないかな。シック強いから、シックとダッパー強いからさ、優勝チームだから真似てんじゃない？ゾンブスも一緒だったけどね。変わってるね。
into that A site and the drone tag doesn't find Steel. The Hunter's Fury is available too.
Oh, what a find for Tens on the
テンズがオペレーターで詰め待ちしたらもうダメでしょ。
Site is lost 3 on 5, Dan.
Yeah, this is looking really bad. I'm wondering at this point, are 100 Thieves thinking of saving here? You know, they've got the operator, they've got a lot of value in their hands. Asana's actually in a deep position. He might be able to make something happen here with this spot. He's got to be good though. Asana playing around the pyramids, not finding the peaks he's looking for. There's one. Gets the heal in. Asana trying to take these jewels eventually goes down. And maybe that's the best chance gone now for this retake. We'll have to see what 100 Thieves can do. Nico traded out, so
トレード早え。めっちゃいいタイミングでトレード。
on very quickly to make this even a question, but he's just going to play it safe and get out of there.
Yeah, there's you can tell 100 Thieves economy is
球場で採用している目的とかってわかります？わかりません。
being broken here, and there's one round left in this half. I think if Nitro were to lose this operator, he wouldn't be able to get another one going into the last round. So he makes a wise decision here to save it.
Definitely, and Sentinels, that's 6 rounds then for them. Really close first half so far between these two sides. And we are going to see what the buy looks like now for both of these teams. The 100 Thieves in particular.
Well, here's that adjustment you were looking for, Dan. They've been playing very heavy towards the B site, but look at this setup.
ね、おのおのの視点見たいよね、この。
400 Thieves players circling this A site.
テンズだけと
It
か、
makes sense too.
シックだけとか、アスナだけとか。
Sheriff as well. They need to kind of need to find early value.
Dan, I think Nitro might hide from Shazam's
これ落書きや、落書きっていうか、お絵かき。
Is that the setup?
お絵かき？お絵かきか。
He's not peeking.
There goes the drone.
There it
テ
is.
ンズが置いとる。テンズがここだけ置いとる。うわっ。 わー。これじゃないキルジョイ採用理由。わかんないけど。キルジョイじゃなくてもできるだけど。
Looking very hard now. Steel, nice shot from him. There goes to Viper's Pit as well. Sick drop. Steel, leaving very little to answer for here for 100.
完全に刺さったのよ。
1 versus 4. He is no stranger to 1v4s in his career, but I don't know about this one. Getting tagged up by the Hunter's Fury. Nico now, it seems inevitable. tries to win this duel. Every fight, every moment labored here for Hiko as the round comes to an end, as does the half, with a 7-5 scoreline here in favor of Sentinels. They're looking really strong right now.
They really are. They're looking really, really solid on Bind. I think the map is...
Welcome back, everybody. It is time for the second half here. This is map 2, Breeze, between Sentinels and 100 Thieves. And we'll have to see if 100 Thieves can actually bring themselves back into this. They need to get a map here. And is Breeze going to be it, Sean? We're on the attack now, 100 Thieves.
I mean, it better be, Dan, because can you imagine a team reverse sweeping Sentinels? I can't even imagine it. Yeah, I can't.
I mean, I can't imagine it, but it'd be spicy.
It would be. We could only be so blessed. Nice jump spotting. That poison orb's going up. The molly coming in. They're going to run through it.
Going straight through. They don't care. Right through the toxic screen as well. Seal open things up as well. So the entry is really coming into play nicely for 100 Thieves. Got the B side well and truly under control. Very little left here now for the likes of Sentinels. Tens will do what he can, as he will get shut down. So, well, there you go. That's what you need to see. You're a 100 Thieves fan. They're going to pick up the pistol here in the second half and start things off nicely on the attack.
Yeah, and that's a good sign for 100 Thieves, because what they just did was disrespect the Viper utility on B. They're getting into Zom's head at the start of this half. Obviously, winning pistol is a huge, huge thing in this comeback for them. And that's a great way to start. Going into the solo controller like that, going through the poison orb, going through the molly. Now he's always going to be worried that you're going to do that.
Love it.
Cage triggered.
Love the aggression, the ruthless aggression. Give me more.
Steel's Cage. So Steel's Cage makes 100 Thieves think it could be a mid to A split, but he's actually lurking B, and Dapper sneaks by.
Yeah, this like 100 Thieves have totally circumvented these players. That's a nice pickup though by Tens. I'm a bit afraid now for 100 Thieves as Tens marches in with the confidence of the Spartan army. Although we'll get shut down. So that's perhaps the best chance gone now for Sentinels to get some extra
このブリーズは攻めマップかと思いきや全然どっちにも傾くから。
And for Sentinels, they could try to shut down the exit routes to get kills, to force fights. We'll see if they all try to do that.
They are,
Might get a couple fights here because they are holding these exit positions. Dapper, he's got the turret set up.
Oh no, look at this little nerd angle Dapper's found.
Oh, and the swing comes in. Acid and Nitro, they are going to just deal with everything with no problems there. 7-7.
Yeah, not a horrible eco by any means for Sentinels. This is a big round. This is a huge, huge...
今殺されなかった。間に合わなかったじゃん。
Sentinels loses this. They're going to lose all their footing on this defensive side of Breeze. It's already attack-sided, and when you find yourself down economically, ults, round, it's so hard to claw back in. So this is a big round for Sentinels to come up huge. And the mollies are on the A site plant locations, and that's where it looks like the spike's going to head.
Vandal diff, here we go. Dapper just taking these fights.
倒しそうだったな今。
He is a hard person to beat in these duels, and he is just running this all the way forward, creating so much pressure and presence. And if these have the side control,
強い。テンズ
do they?
テンズ
Tens
強い。
always going to get stuck in his own smoke there. Nice flank from Asuna as he powered through the halls. And after all said and done, it's a 2v2. And look at Steel go. And there's so much time on the clock right now. And Steel's very far away. See if you can find that flank timing.
This is
Because-
sketchy. Hiko didn't plant for him. Oh man, Steel's gonna.
Oh,
he's gonna get hurt by
Ashram,
Thompson if he keeps
oh.
running. Oh, this is so scary right now for Hiko. He's got the molly lineup, Stan. Oh, the
that's the
nerd
reason.
play.
And Steel now, they don't know where he is. He's going to make the drop happen, and he is in the perfect position. 100 Thieves are set up so nicely for this. But
baita.
said Hiko's going to go down. Steel has to do it. Sick. Sick doesn't miss a single beat on that one. Oh, 100 Thieves, they had everything going for them in that 2v2, Sean.
Oh, when I saw Hiko with the lineups, I mean, I didn't think it was losable. I honestly didn't think it was losable at that point.
I
And
mean, was it
neither
the
of them
decision
get a kill.
between the plant for the lineups or the plant for steel?
Yeah. I think it was a good idea going for the lineups. I didn't think about it as he goes planting. But unfortunately, you know,
Player standing.
if you have one Molly lineup location, after you shoot one, someone like Sick is going to push into you, right? Especially on that sky with the guiding light, the trailblazer. He's going to get the info, and he's going to come and take you out. That's exactly what he did.
And that's what gets Sentinels the edge here on the scoreline, at least. 100 Thieves have a great buy, though. The steal on the Spectre. Sick will take down Asuna around the window, so
He goes out at A, Dan. He's walked out. The Alarmbot's going to detect him, and he's all alone out here.
Dapper's not showing himself too. That's actually great from Dapper. They still have no idea where he is. And more rotation towards this A site. So,
Oh,
oh, Ethan able to find the kill there onto Shazam. So the openings towards A, but now Dapper's revealed his position around pyramids, and we'll get the rotation with the spike towards that A site.
Yeah, and I think it's because they know Dapper's alone over here. They know Hiko took out a lot of his utility. There's one Molly left on the site, but that's not a lot.
The Seekers now trying to make this attack a reality. Good defense from 10.
打ち上げ強えよ。センチネルズ打ち上げ強えよ。やっぱり。
Can't make their way into the A site. And they reset and they really made it look like, you know, Ethan was just chilling here in cave as a lurk, trying to pull rotation away.
100T が打ち上げ弱い。そんなことないよね。センチネルズ打ち上げ強い。なんだよそれ。
Seconds left. This is not happening here. It's going to be a save with Nitro's operator and Steel's Vandal. So this did not work out, Sean, for 100 Thieves.
No, not at all. And Dapper gets his upgrade. Oh, man. Rough round for 100 Thieves right there.
Cage triggered.
And that's a 9-7 scoreline. They will take these two guns into the next round. Nitro keeps the operator. Let's see if he can find an opening. How on earth would you find an opening with an Omen, though?
Yeah. I'm curious if they'll keep going to that default that we saw. I think, what was it initially, like a 3-2 split?
Yeah,
round
yeah.
B to round A.
They even have a really, really fast A split through halls and one through the door. It looks like they're grouping around A again, and they're going to have Steel lurk mid. He had success on the lurk. It's just they lost the round. I mean, that's not a failure of the strat, though.
And Ten's looking after the Hall's position, has that operator. And 100 Thieves coming from cave here, looking to circumvent Tenz's position, but set up here with the Killjoy turret, the utility, the operator from Tenz, Shazam as well. It just feels so strong to move into this defense, but that's what they're going to try to do. Can they make it happen? Nice trade coming in from Ethan, gaining some ground onto the sites. You can see now Tenz at the back with that operator. Supporting Shazam. Clear out these close positions. Spike going down with Shazam. Go for the push to deny this. Ooh, he's out in the open. He gets caught.
Wow.
Nitro takes it down. There's a trade from 10. It's looking pretty good here now for Sentinels. Still holding this.
当たりそうだった今。
Down in a forward position. 100 Thieves can't get to it. Ouch.
Oh, he
Nice
got
little
a snake
frenzy.
bite, but there's no spike down and a lot of trouble here.
Everything's
からのここのシックしゃがんどるやつ。うわ、これはもう勝てねえよ。
And oh, did we get punished? Or maybe not. Maybe not. Sentinels hold very well there. And so that explosion did not work.
Yeah, you really, it felt like they were going to get the spike down, right? The paranoia comes in, the guiding light comes in. They used 3 different flashes. The Reyna Lear comes in, and you can see it put tons of pressure on the A players. But when Tenz responded as Shaz got traded, and then gets a frenzy kill, the frenzy kill is what ultimately caused this round to crumble for 100 Thieves in my eyes. And, oh man, this is, again, they're scraping the bottom of the barrel for this buy, Dan. And I think this is that split you were referring to. The Hiko wall
こういう
into
のはね、
mid
もう
allows him to lurk up.
どういう攻め方がとかじゃなくて、
Take
もう
out
どういう風に
the
打ち合ってるかとか
saving
見た方がいいよ。
Gravitating towards B, and Ten's looking after mid. We get the lurk play from Steel as well. In the halls. We'll see what he's able to do with that.
Ooh,
And we'll see the Trailblazer.
I think it also saw him though.
Definitely did see him right at the end there. And oh, that's
Racket.
amazing.
ただこれ、
Very well done.
We didn't even catch that 10. What? Chaz from the ropes, but it's a B split.
いや、これはきついでしょ。
Able to trade it. The layer goes up and completely ruins Sick in such an open position. Zoms at the back of the side. They haven't spotted him just yet. He gets the 1v1, but Nitro has the game sense. He knows what's up. Takes down Zoms, so the plant on B will come through. 4 versus 2 post plant. Great
B
position
一人取り残された時あのポジションめっちゃ言いがち。何回見た大会で。
Dapper's going to want to invest that in such an unlikely round. Oh, clean taps.
クリーンタップス。
And that's a wrap here. Shazam's going to run away. Saved this Vandal, perhaps. Or will he try to go for some frags? Looks like he might be coming back in for another reposition for a frag, but Asuna with another tap.
That was such an insanely thought out lurk from Steel, right?
It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I didn't even see it on the mini map because I'm so tunnel visioned on, what Tens is seeing into mid right there. And that's the player that's accounting for both halls and the nest area. So they draw all of his attention to nest, and at the perfect moment, Steel just walks up A halls and kills him in the side of the head. And it's because Dapper, if you look, all of his utilities on A site. So that's a great opening that Steel found right there. But how are they going to continue to string rounds here?
And they're actually all bolstering this B push. Nothing on the
これ B 普通に入っておられたらきつくね。
committed from 100 Thieves. This push has to work, going straight into Zobs. Close That's insane on that defense, and there's very little left here for 100 Thieves, but somehow they're able to get some frags back. They've got space in the backside, but the spike's down in the choke point, and Sick is watching over it from B window. So they have to find something onto Sick. Nitro has the operator, so he might be able to get a challenge in, but the question is, what about these positions from spawn and mid?
They are 2 controllers, Dan. They have a lot of utility to block vision here. So Nitro's aware of the nest peek for...
Oh, just mistimed it. And Shazam gets caught going through. That's a spike collected. Thanks to the, just as you said, Sean, this utility is coming in huge in this position. Eco not going for the plant straight away. They're going to hear surely some. Yep, they hear the push into the Vipers. That's actually not paid off. Sentinels are going to steal it.
やっぱ個々のなんか判断というかさ。
These late rounds that Sentinels are in, the 2-on-2s, it looks like 100 Thieves has really good ideas, but they just get almost skill dipped, right? The guy peeks out spawn and wins a 1v1 against Nitro opping.
これゾムスここで一人で守ってるだけだから。それで止まって。ゾムスが普通に一人で B 守ってたら B 止まっちゃった。普通の守り方で B 止まっちゃった。皆さん真似できますよ、あの守り方。誰でも。誰でも真似できますよ、あの守り方。相手ジェットいなかったらできんじゃないかな。
We saw him get taken out by this exact play yesterday.
Here's the push coming in from Halls. Nice trade coming in from Ethan.
Oh, wow.
Okay, Sentinels, you're talking about the skill diff right now. We're seeing it. Huge effort on this defense from them. Steel and Hiko are left though, and they are able to get this. Oh, never mind, the Hunter Shuri will be burned to prevent the plant from going down. But in the meantime, Hiko's actually able to take down Sick, finds him isolated. I believe towards those mid-double doors. And Steel also gets another one there, so it's up to Shazam suddenly. This is looking great for 100 Thieves. Shazam looking for the clutch, both players.
Recon in 6, Dan.
Positions. Shazam fine, the wall goes back up again, and they get out of there. Safer positions.
どうすんだろう。ワイヤーあんだよな、ここ。ワイヤー地味邪魔だよな。
Oh, that was close.
同時に出んのかな。
He also did this time here. There's the double peek.
それが正解だ。
Takes down Shazam. Ping pong as 100 Thieves fight back. That's fantastic. What a comeback. They were really not looking like they would take that round.
奥西さんこんばんは。
No, not at all. The play by Shaz to sit in the dark cover, recon, and then get a cheeky little kill through it. Tens bringing up the Blade Storm, getting some of his own. But Hiko settling into the and finding Ethan, which then allowed him to plant. Steel lurks in. There's just all these little things that had to go perfect for 100 Thieves, and they got it. They
あ、
finally
帽子
got
か
it
ぶってるおっ
this
ちゃ
round.
んの方の彦ですよ。
Big movement from tens through halls, going really close. Of course, with the pistols.
おお、見られたんじゃないテンズに。
Engagements and Asuna, he knows.
なんかさっきで感じ取ったか今。
back.
さっき感じ取ったみたいな感じで逃げたね。
Blown up by
登りかけて。
any plays
なんだったな今。
Sentinels might be putting lots of players together and then kind of
テンズも逃げてったな。感じ取られたかと思って。
You can see 100 Thieves really just trying to fill out this round to make sure they don't run into a stack. Make sure they don't run into a wild.
このレベルになると殺気を感じ取るの。
So they're spreading out. They finally regroup at A, and this is when the hit comes in. Dark cover going to bridge like always, probably.
この、いや、地味にうざいよね、これ。
Oh no.
ナノスワームが。
This is a problem. That gun is also able to be collected as
顔出さざるを得なくなる。
position. This prevents. They have to like retake the site now. They don't know where any players could be in mid, and there's only 30 seconds. They're gonna have to commit to this A
セン
site.
チネルズのエコはもうマーシャルか、シェリフしか持たんね。
So sketchy for 100.
またマップによっては。
That
ハマるかもしれない
lockdown
けど。
was so unexpected.
They're gonna have to brute force it. There's no time. There's no chance to mess around, and Sentinels are surely gonna just go straight forward. They're gonna try to collapse on top of them and prevent them from getting the spike planted. 100 Thieves able to defend here, but again, time is of the essence. Is anyone in the position to stop it?
No,
It doesn't look like it. 100 Thieves get the spike planted. They deal with the very annoying aggression from Sentinels, and they save the round.
Wow. Jeez, that is such a sketchy round for 100 Thieves. The lockdown from Dapper at the pyramids. I mean, the Molly pushes Asuna out in the open, then he lockdowns the rest of the players. It's just such a heads-up play to do from Dapper. I always wonder how Killjoys can find use of that thing on such a big map. That's exactly how. You do exactly that.
Yeah, it looked honestly extremely scary. I think a lot of teams would not have been able to convert that like 100 Thieves just did, but into the next round we go. A super important buy round here. This could be to force Sentinels onto eco. It could be to tie it up 11-11. 100 Thieves, they need a good result here. We get the drone coming out into mid. Lots of info.
It didn't get to Eco though. It didn't make it. That recon will get a ping though. Also doesn't get Hiko, so his spot completely unknown. Steals out A, but there's a turret that makes sure Dapper's safe behind that same pyramid he locked down.
Oh, the ding comes in, and that's going to finish off Steel. So his lurk has been blown up.
テンズがやられた。
Okay,
久々に。
that is a very good response. They get something back elsewhere on the map, and it's tens no less. Will they expect Shazam to be
Oh.
here as well? Eco
足音に釣られたね。
the game sense to be holding that position at that time, but still they're bursting onto the B side. This
あ、だから B ツインのか中に。シックがどうするか。いや、これ並ぶんじゃないラウンド。
Is their position here. Hiko wraps around the side of Sick.
ここの 3v1 リテイクはかなりきついけど、スパイク見えてんか。これ抜くぞ。いや、絶対抜くと思った。うん、絶対抜くと思ったわ、今。おお、逆にいた。しかも足音で抜いてたな。でも足音立てなくても抜くしな、今。絶対抜くと思った。むずいよね。抜くのが正解なんかな逆に。息してんだと。
And it nets them the 11th. This round might be for the game, Dan. Look at the money.
Oh wow, yeah. There is something in the tank for 100 Thieves, but I mean, this is scary. And we've got Tens going down halls again aggressively. He's got the Phantom. He's looking for those close range spray downs.
エンズがここで。
Finds Steel and Shazam with the shock dart takes out Ethan. Traded is Dapper. A big win. There might still be a chance here. Asuna unleashes the Empress. We know how deadly Asuna is with that Nitro holding the flank. How far did they go here? Sentinels are waiting to see what 100
もうアスナ次第だね。
And Asuna is creeping forward. He's looking for value out of this Empress.
お、これはいい感じにいけそう。ただここ登るの結構危険なのよね。お、裏取れてるけど、この裏がきつい。うわ、こっちがやられるか。見えた今。さあ、ヒコ。おー、いい感じ避けた。これ、アスナして。やばい、アスナ。あ、おお、勝った。これは、若干ヒコ有利でしょ、これ。ただ、シックが。足音。そっから行ったら足音なんないんだ。なんなかったよね、なったなったのかな。バレた。あー、時間で勝った。しかも飛んだ。あの斜めのところに乗ったら足音なんないの？ちょっとあんま知らないんだけどさ、詳しく。なる
？Asuna answers back, immediately pops the Empress. No hesitation, pushes through towards bridge, up and over. I can't believe it. I can't believe 100 Thieves claws their way back into that round. Asuna and Hiko. Oh my goodness, what a round by the two of them.
Yeah, the tension's crazy. That like 20 seconds Asuna's pushing. Walking in the side must have felt like minutes. 12 to 11, 100 Thieves. Playing against a couple specters.
なってなかったよね。ただ聞こえなかっただけかな。
The first time we've seen this kind of play, a triple halls alert coming out of 100 Thieves. Nitro falls off, two still in halls.
そう、いや、100T ここ1キル。そっち2キル、ここでかい。3キル目、これ、おお。これ 100T 勝つぞ。1v4。
Zoms against 4 players truly out of position. This could not be worse for Zoms. 100 Thieves. They're almost there. They've almost got this map. They just have to deal with Zoms now. What a drill, Sean. The coordination of that was just perfect to the millisecond.
これはさすがにきついでしょ。このマップの 1v3 リテイク、1v4 リテイク、マジ無理だと思う。構造的に無理。
In the poison orb, Nitro takes him out. Dan, we have a tied series.
What a sick game there from 100 Thieves. Sentinels looked so good, but just the way that 100 Thieves were able to answer back.
結構、どっち攻めも決まってたな、今。A 攻めも B 攻めも決まってたね。打ち合いはものすごいセンチネル使ってるように見えたけどな。
Perfect for them, but they end up coming out with a victory 13-11. A close series on both sides.
Trying to see this mid-aggression, mid-control. Sometimes you had some players pushing two players up towards A pipes, sometimes a light breeze because it's so out in the open. So the timing has to be
与えてるダメージはやっぱセンチネルの方がでかい。
You're caught out in the open and technically you should lose the round or lose your fight if you're going to be the one lurking in. So to be able to see Asuna do those play too.
Oh, Hiko was phenomenal. The screen before this one, the objective wins was 2-6 in favor of 100 Thieves.
Yeah.
But Bach, I want to talk to you about the utility play as well, and especially when it comes to Hiko.
Like to see can't do tip of the spear where they split on to see that come
At the end of the game, Thieves and Haven is really good.
You also had Nitro going into this
次は
season.
ヘイブンか。
I mean they already did before.
Shot. Yes.
But at the
He
same
played-
アストラ、
He
フ
played
ェ
against
ニッ
them.
クス、ソーバ、
Played against them a couple days ago.
キルジョイ
And I'm going to say this before,
ジェット。
before you
まあいつもの構成だね。
7-1
センチネルズは。
in opening duels
まあ
in
アス
that
トラ
matchup.
なのか、方面なのかみたいなとこあるけど。
That's a big difference maker right there. And
100T は
overall,
KO 入ってね。
it
KO、
was
スカイ、ジェット、
13-8,
方面、
the
ソーバ。
scoreline, right? It's kind of lopsided towards
結局センチネルズもシックは
The
フ
first
ェニックスなんだ。
bloods
KO では
are
ないんだ。
outrageous in this matchup right here. It was 16 to 5. Yeah, 16 to 5. Like that's it.
Yeah, that is work, especially as they've got
Up in there with the friends.
おちょっとなんか、
considering
ちょっと
how
始ま
badly they got
りすぎ
sacked
だ
the。first time around a couple days ago on this map against
もう
Sentinels.
スキル全振りなの。
For front B.
購入。
Asuna's right up in there with the frenzy. There's a molly
アストラのジェット。
plant location though. It's not going that way.
テンズの、テンズ、あれテンズゴースト使ってるぞ。
So
テンズゴースト使ってるぞ、普通に。
doesn't do what Asuna wanted it to do. In terms of the back of the side,
あれテンズゴースト買ってますが。
and he's got so much support too. Sentinels are all over this right now.
500円でもクラシック買うんじゃなかったのか。
Going in the way of 100 Thieves. It's just Nitro at the back of C. And
ビン出んの
he's
早い
down
わ。
as well. All right, brute force versus brute force. And it looks like Sentinels win that battle this time.
Yeah, we've seen 100 Thieves try this style of pistol before in the playoffs. But the adjustment was having Asuna dash right, and that battle against Tens
てか
was
それで死ぬんだ。
you
テ
can
ン
see on
ズ
the
は。
minimap right away. Sentinels recognized the tactic, and 3 people were rotating spawn to C. They didn't want to play the retake. They full fought for it, and they're sick on the Phoenix, coming in huge already.
Scanning ahead.
And so it's the anti-eco here now for Sentinels. But 2 players on EA sites in defense with the Spectres. Just now getting that info just in case this is all a fake. And you can see that in fact it is. They're falling back into mid.
Yeah, and look at what Sentinels have
セン
done.
チネルズは A は
Trevor is just so aware of the
結構 A に
style
寄りが
of
ちだから
round
な。
he's
A めっちゃ固めに守って
goes.
る。
He's left C completely.
Storm's there with the spray, trying to get a lot of value out of that one. Oh, the dash comes through. The spray is good. Those Spectres. And, oh, they get a kill, but I think, Sean, the whole purpose of this was to secure a spike plant, get the extra money. And they didn't manage to get the spike plant, fortunately for them.
テンズ嘘つきでしょ。
Yeah,
こいつ。
I think when you catch zombies in that
こいつ。
location, you suppress
こいつ嘘つ
Dapper,
きやろ。
you're hoping for a little bit more than 1 in that scenario. And definitely, yeah, I agree. You want the spike plant.
まあその時はそう思ったんだろうね。
But they don't get it, and
意見は
Sentinels
変わるからね。
to their bread and
やっ
butter
ぱり。
where, you know, Shaz is going to play this long position, the gravity well right there in A lobby from Zoms, and Steel on the other hand.
一番参考にならんよ。
Point out or a flash that he's chucking over there towards Shaz. But this is a garage
ま
play.
あそれがいろんなこと試してるってことだろうね。
Oof. One way smoke pushes Sick off, and here it is.
Just now to get out of there. Dapper trying to hold onto the position, also falls back.
Good.
So
うわ
the question is, can they hold back C now?
So
And
let's
so
go.
far, this critical position is being held by Sentinels. The flashes, the curveballs coming through. Oh, that wall is actually huge as well. Dapper, let's get traded out, but Sick is going to push the issue, takes down the spike. Now on the ground, and it's a 2 versus 4 here. The 100 Thieves, they are in a lot of trouble.
いや、このカバーの速さが速いよね。速いよね。てか、
100 Thieves need to get more out of
カ
this.
バーが速いよね。
It's 2 versus 4 there. Sentinels not going to give them anything. The position's better for Nitro. The trades come through strong from Sentinels, and that's the 3-0 for them.
Wow, it's like 100 Thieves is trying to play the NV Sentinel style. We saw their Haven looked a little weak, right? It looked slow. They were getting picked apart. They're approaching today very different. These are very, very fast takes that they're running. And it's just a little
テンズ一番結婚しちゃいけないよ。
like Sentinels. They're getting picked off.
君が、
They can't get their way back.
君のこと愛してるよとか言って、次の日は変わってるかもしれないから。君が一番だよ、つって。
Seeing some of the power of that Phoenix as well, that wall creates so many questions. But into the next
ワン
round
スパットを変えるように変わるよ、こんなもん。
Sheriff's here, and Ten's already kicked
知らんけど。
taking out
知らんけどね。
the duelist, star player Asuna. 100 Thieves are hamstrung at the beginning of this round, so we'll see if they can get any additional value by getting some kills here, getting some picks. Ticket's already sitting on a run it back.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my goodness. There's no fear, Dan.
No fear at all. The ult situation is getting really scary here right now. We're about to see, I mean, almost everybody has their ults on 100 Thieves, but no one actually has one just yet.
Yeah, and
Sick
you
has
know
to
what that
run it
means?
back.
That means that the game, if I were on Sentinels right now with the pizzas looking the way they are on 100 Thieves, I think they're going for the C orb. But you can see neither team actually is going to fall for that. They're going to go with an A strat here on 100 Thieves. And I mean, it looks like it's going to be pretty fast. Like, Pico's Recon's going to hit that long wall. Steel's got the 0 point ready as well. It's going to get the short A player.
Yeah. And Shazam is one off of the Hunter's Fury, so he wants that ult orb. But he's not going to be able to safely get it, so that's going to be denied. Sick goes down. I don't think he's able to use to run it back as well.
シー
So
か、
that's
ピー
a
クしたのか。
really solid opening despite the trade off on Steel. Again,
Dapper
Shazam
spammed
didn't
him.
get that ult orb.
Dapper actually spammed him for the trade.
Good cover there from Tens, sensing that someone might try to abuse Shazam in the drone. Holding the site now.
いや、これ飛び出して1キルするのでかい。
Pick there from Shazam. Trades are in. Tens is still alive, doing damage. Dashes away after the frag. That's a huge advantage thanks to Tens or Sentinels.
Ooh. After no lockdown yet. Still, Sentinels has the advantage here, 2-on-3. Nitro has his paranoia. I think he's going to save it for the retake and try to get a cheeky kill.
Might work out too because everybody's coming from spawn here. Nitro's lining up the paranoia. There it goes. The swing from Asuna. And he's going to take down one. That is a huge effort. Don't know about window just yet. Asuna and Nitro trying to work this position. The lineup comes through and 100 Thieves able to clutch that round. Beautiful.
4. And they had to work for that frag, right? The paranoia does indeed come for the retake. But you could see how hard it was for that player to swing default with a gravity well under them, a turret right there. The turret was paranoia too. That's hilarious.
Oh wow, just such a great handle on that situation from 100 Thieves. You gotta hand it to him.
Look at the ult stand. The KO ult is definitely coming in. This A site Sick might not be able to ult himself. Is it gonna happen?
Placed on out. Charging
there
forward.
KO no ult. Back available for Sick.
Ass has got position. He's clearing out so much space here. Nitro with the TP.
Ooh, Nitro
actually cancels it.
Yeah, I think it was just a safety net and also really... Oh, no.
Oh.
That's a problem. Asuna goes down. That makes this...
What is going on?
The lineup there from Eco and the Seeker's coming up behind that as well. Tens, he's pulled out the Blade Storm. He might have to initiate for his team for them to get back in. Hunter's Fury available for Shazam still. They have everything, the lockdown as well.
俺はでもクリアした。おお、倒した。倒したけど、ここもう終わった。
Tens manages to make his way out of the window.
水は死んで。リテイクのロックダウン。ここでロックダウン。壊れた。ロックダウン壊した。KO のあれで壊したな、グレで。ヒコでこれ。おーおーおーおーおーヒコ。いやもう全部が積み重なって勝ったな今。最初のウルトからあんだけ時間稼いでからの最後ショックダーツでもう確実に。いやー着実だわそれは。最後ちょっと足打ちみたいになっちゃったけど。
It's just like this is the stuff you've got to do to win rounds against a team like Sentinels. Like it's insane the levels that you have to go to. 100 Thieves looking prepared right now. Gravity Well will slow down Asuna's approach. That said, Sean, you know Sentinels do have 100 Fury and the Cosmic Divide back, so they have a great retake potential, and you can see that they're playing really passive on the site. They're all shored up towards garage control. So they're ready for the retakes here, Sentinels.
Like you said, Shaz has that Hunter's Fury. He's playing passive to use it. Sick finding steal in mid is cute. Caught in heaven. The A side has lost. The Hunter's Fury is out of the picture.
That is an unexpected but very good find for 100 Thieves.
これ早い段階でリテイク行くんか3人で。
コンソール。
おっと。
今まで遊んでくれてありがとう。でももっと自由に遊びたいから先行くねオーメン。
来た3人で行った。シックが2人持ってった。シックが2人持ってっちゃったよ1人で。2人で行って2人持って1人で2人持ってっちゃった。早いねなんか A のリテイク早いよねめっちゃ。
It's like he knows this controller.
行くタイミングが。
He's a controller of his own, right? He's helping his team out with all the Asher abilities. The Cosmic Divide comes in, like you said, and he's just so aware of what Nitro likes doing. He's walking to the site as his team is full retaking.
Beautiful work there from Sentinels.
Scanning ahead.
Chaz still has that Hunter's Fury as well, so it's always such a powerful ult on this map. You can see how passive the setup is here actually overall for Sentinels. I mean, they've got a couple peaks there on A long, but otherwise they're pretty passive across the map. They don't want to give up any easy picks to the Sheriffs.
Chaz is playing the short position with his 2 shock darts.
しっ
Very
かり当て
difficult to
る。
make
しっ
that
かり打ち直すね。
trek up
打
short
ち分けも
with
上
2
手、テンズ。
shots. Ooh, the drone survived.
Yeah, it's quite annoying. Really big effort from 100 Thieves to try to get
ここでシックが後ろ来て、
RG being
完璧じゃないか。
sick with that. Just awkward off timing out of garage, able to get
バ
a
レバレちゃった。
flanking kill, and not much left now.
One enemy
One
remaining.
Sheriff headshot. No, the Sheriffs are gone. And Eco is going to get taken out as well. Flawless rounds coming through for Sentinels on the defense. 6-2 up. And 100 Thieves. I mean, they've shown us a lot of great stuff, Sean. It's just not quite enough.
Yeah, it's crazy because those 2 rounds were gorgeous. They were fantastic rounds, and it feels like they're doing better than they are. But it's 6-2. Sentinels has so much money. They have good ults to work with. 100 Thieves has no ults. They have nothing. So they're gonna have
100T は
to
バン
win
ダ
this
ロ
one
ー
by
に。
skill. Good luck.
Win the round by skill. So no defaulting around the A lobby position. Looks like 100 Thieves will change up the approach completely. They might catch Sentinels off because they haven't gone fast like this.
No gravity well.
He's hiding his position, but they don't know about him. And in fact, I mean, the skill comes into it. Just the gunplay is what
Anda, anda.
defines the Sentinels. They just win the gun battles. It's just as simple as that. Steel is unable to do anything from this position. He hears the flank coming through. Dapper's ready for this. Oh, Dapper, how dare you? Trying to play with Steel. 7-2 now for Sentinels. They're making Haven look really easy.
They really are. I mean, it's crazy because 100 Thieves has tons of good looks and they have some good ideas with the KO. But when they play the cream of the crop in NA on Haven right now, I don't know what it is. The speed at which
もうスモーク来た時点で準備してたな。
is rotating on their hits, they can't enter the sites. It's too slow. And again, they're going to go back to A. But it's another eco, and we're entering must-win territory at this point.
お手本のような
Yeah, it's kind of reminiscent of Bind, but
フェニッ
feels
クスのブルートの
worse
使い方。
somehow. But we'll see what 100 Thieves are able to do. Okay, so Steel might get a chance for one shots here and have to be able to land it if it's given. Nothing given, and that is by design. Sentinels want to starve 100 Thieves of any possible openings.
Yeah, no need to peek. The turret will be first contact for Dapper. He doesn't need to peek. The paranoid comes in, blinds the turret, and there's Dapper.
And the Nanoswarm helping him out as well, funneling these players. It is all under control right now for Sentinels. That said, Ethan's able to eventually get the trade. Looking for the spike plant perhaps, but no spike plants, just the 2 kills.
単純にセンチネルズが 100T より打ち合い強いのかよくわからん。
Must-win territory. 100 Thieves must at least get 3 or 4 rounds here to work with moving into the second half. But the question is whether
打ち合いが、まあ打ち合いも強いけど、なんか
difficult to find.
Oh.
守りだったらもうその一人の
It's not only taking the site.
なんて言うんだろうな。一人一人が
plan afterwards to deal with those ultimates. But 100 Thieves, they finally have a few ults.
一人で耐えてるもんね。
And it looks
最
like
低
again,
1キル持っていくみたい
starting
な
round is gonna be this
お
A
仕事が
take,
絶
but
対
I
できて
would
る。
imagine it's gonna fall
強い。
towards B based on how Steel and Nitro are positioned.
Yeah, just winning this early A lobby control, getting that
最低1キルで、まあ普通に2キル持っていっとる。さっきから。
Trailblazer is destroyed.
で、その間にカバー来るみたいな。
Same time, you see Steel working garage.
気づいたらなんか3人、4人のところに攻めてる感じになっちゃっ
Nothing in garage though. Sick might have an opening, or rather, sorry, Zoms might have an opening. an angle if Steel goes deep here, which looks like he might try to challenge this position.
Oh, this is a
He's got a
crazy
better
off
angle.
angle. Zom saw it. He knows. Oh, Steel's in big trouble right now. He thinks he has a solid lurk.
これ倒しに行くんじゃないか？
Not see Zoms.
I've got your
Goodbye,
track.
Steel.
よっしゃ。
Goodbye, Steel.
Oh, even though
に
Steel
飛ん
is
だ。
actually quite ready for that, Steel gets obliterated. Spike is making its way towards C here, so this is a push that looks like an A play, and it looks like
ただ、守り、ディフェンダーのあれだ。キルジョイルト。捕まった。2人捕まった。エーロンとちょうどで捕まった。うわ、燃やされた。終わった。アスナが使ったのちょっともったいないな。
He's going to get taken down as well. All too easy for Sentinels, 9-2.
Oh,
Last round before the switch.
you can feel the desperation too when you watch 100 Thieves. All the rounds prior are so tactical, so grouped. Here, the in-game leader for 100 Thieves tries to get a lurk play into Garage, and it's just, again, the answers are always had by Sentinels. They have the perfect reactions to whatever 100 Thieves is trying to do.
でも個人視点、まあ個人のそれぞれのメンバーが、センチネルズの人たちが個人配信してるけど、おのおのめっちゃ強いよ。はぁみたいな感じで強い。
All the way through the window as well. Asuna nailing Sick in B, and they are swinging onto the C side. What a split hit coming in. This high energy play is paying off massively for 100 Thieves. There's nothing left for Sentinels. They've got Shazam and Dapper against 5 players. Any position they want. Oh, okay.
届かなかったな。
Still an incredibly hard retake. I mean, one frag is great. Sentinels are in a 2-on-4 here.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, Chaz in a
Trade
1-on-3.
Scanning ahead.
1v3. Very tough. Trying to get the pings, gets pinged in return. Chaz is trying to make it as painful as possible. Sentinels obviously have so many buys upon buys, so might as well try to make this really difficult. Get extra kills.
Well, he actually has to win this one, man. It's the last round of the half, and you can see he's just,
of course.
There's no hope. There's just no hope. But
no hope.
I agree. The change of pace coming in from 100 Thieves right there. The KO ult. It allows you to do love.
Second half.
最後はなんとか 100T が取ったけど。ただ守り9本取ってるからね。センチネルズ。マジかよ。攻めみたいな感じだったけどな。もうリテイクで、リテイク。敵のアクションに対してもバーッと入ってくる感じ。
100 Thieves find their way back into with this pistol.
Well, we've lately been seeing 100 Thieves do a
いや、
lot
シナトラも
of
強いけど
aggression
さ、
on their defensive pistol, but they've opted for just a 1-1-1-1-1-1.
あんま変える意味ないぞ、メンバー。
So I
これで
think
勝ってるし、
Sentinels actually
全部。
they're in a setup to try to
だからどうなるんだろう
You
ね。
can see they're worried about the C push right now. They're very worried about it. But nothing's happening. So I actually give the huge advantage to 100 Thieves at the start of this round.
これでめちゃめちゃ勝ってるからな。
Chaz pulling out the drone. Looking to get info on B.
テンズ抜け取る。
Oh,
だって
that
ショー
is
トまだいるぞ。
unexpected. Ten's like
おー
backstabbed as well, so
ショートいるのにショート見てる意味わからんもんな。
That was
That's all.
right. Find his way forward, takes the shock dart. At least Tico goes down. And the spike plant should be guaranteed here now, I would think.
Steel is hot on the heels of Shazam right now, Dan. I think he has a great timing for this flank.
Yeah, his teammates will need to try to wait for him to get position. Now the distraction comes in. It's all a distraction for Steel to get something out of this. Might get
お、いい。
two.
フラドリー。
Beautiful there.
しかも場所もほぼ分かってる。
They know where Shazam
うわ、ちょっともったいない。
is. Dagger comes out. Shaz can't access his
あれ
abilities, but he has.
やばいこれ、おーおーおーおーなんかもうちょっともったいないな、100T は。今の。ちょっともったいないね。
Shazam was supposed to be just dead in that position.
これがまず1もったいないでしょ。
That's
で、
backbreaking
この後
of
も
your
ったいね。
100 Thieves right there. Steal with a great flank. Definitely overcommit.
全然当ててねえし、しかも。
The
アスナ。
0 point might take away your abilities, but it doesn't take away your aim. Shaz wins the 1-on-3.
全然当ててないし、フレンチ、ババババババって言ってたけど。 止まってフレンチ立ち止まってバババババって言ってたの全然当てなかった。
Brutally deflating for 100 Thieves. We'll see what they can do here. They're going to be force buying. They have to. They're so far behind. They need to just win every round.
絶対解除フェイクしっかりしてたら。
They may win a round with less than a full buy. They've got to take that chance.
Look at Stag, but he has Hiko there with him. Will they expect a second player?
This needs to be a result here
Yeah, it
for
does.
Hiko. He's a ghost and
いや、シャダムうまいけど、もったいないよ、普
surely
通
I
に
would。imagine Sentinels are ready
3人いるんだからさ、
It feels so
Yeah.
obvious.
さすがに勝てるでしょ、シャダムいくら強いって言ってもクラシックなんだから。
so far all these plays are failing. Still able to take down Dapper, just barely survives on 10 HP. So maybe there's a chance that they shut down the short play and everyone's funneled through C. And another one for Steel. In fact, maybe this could work out. The paranoid comes through, it misses, just barely misses Zoms. He stays alive, 46 points of health. This round might be alive here. Ethan and Nitro still fighting.
100T がハンドガン強い。シックがでも、シックは強いぞ。ああ、強かった。あ、強えや。強えや、これ。
It's written in the tablets. Sure.
Yeah.
There is a prophecy made thousands
Aim
of
が
years
綺麗
ago.
すぎる。
Sentinels will win this map of Haven. You can't stop it.
Yeah. I mean, how do you mentally come back from these rounds? It's just, this A site has been so awful to 100 Thieves. Oh my god. Hunter Mims coming in with the 1-on-2. Putting Sentinels on 11, and we're gonna have another buy coming out of 100 Thieves. They can't just give
2人で打ってる
at
時
this point. They need to win now.
倒しきれないもんかな。
Yeah, it's a tough life. 100 Thieves. Smoke there on B, and 100 Thieves, giving up the A side pretty much. They're gonna go for a mid push here.
すごい。
They have Asuna creeping out with the Spectre.
抜いた。
Might find a timing. Fall back though. They're gonna hear all the noise towards A lobby.
Sure gives the dark cover for
手前見て、ここのショートの手前まで見るんだ。
Hiko's actually playing from heaven with that bulldog.
シックとかは結構ここ、ショートのここ入るよね、めっちゃ。
Well, it looks like it could be a 4-player
シックというか、センチネルとか。
Freebie for
アーセナルがここしっかり詰めて、
Is there a second? Oh, the dash
た
comes
だ、
through. It does get taken out.
下がれんかった。
And the rotation comes through. This actually does put Sentinels not in the best spot now because they know that players could be lurked. Nitro has a shot here.
Oh.
Somebody turns away at the last possible second. The timing is not his
タイミン
friend.
グ悪かった。
And the splash comes in, but that doesn't work either. Sentinels looking really strong on this march towards C.
30 seconds left.
It does seem like everything that could go wrong is going wrong for 100 Thieves in this game of Haven. It really does.
It does indeed. And what actually made Sentinels leave the A site is Steel's rotate. The 0 point hits the wall, suppresses, I think, all 3 short, if not 2. So they can't hit the site going through that dark cover. And they just run into Nitro, who gets timed perfectly. Alright,
Okay,
Dan.
so fighting back from like map point now for 100 Thieves.
てか、よくよく考えて、100T 側は、スカイと相場と
Yeah,
KO 入れてるんだな。
This is going to be a ridiculous comeback if 100 Thieves can pull this off. Starts with that Vandal Steel's holding.
Match point.
Yes. It's difficult too because they may want to be aggressive, take the initiative from Sentinels, but Sentinels, I don't think that they will get caught off guard very easily. And it's very risky to, on a map like this where the rotations can be punished so hard, it's very risky. You don't want to give even 50-50 duels at the beginning of the round on the defense. You need to have setups at the very least. And there's only so many of those you can try to run. So we're going to see a more passive approach from 100 Thieves. Similar to last round.
Oh, Steel just had a 0 point lineup from backseat that broke Shaz's drone.
And he's got the finishing shots too.
0ポイント使われた。
Six gonna try to go in, entering forward. with that run it back. It's not going to work out. Great hold so far from 100 Thieves, like holding this C site. And Asna's coming in to assist the window, garage window. Got to be really careful here. Doesn't want to give up this position. He doesn't need to do more just yet.
Spike down.
Hands is on the verge of making a play here.
わお、ミスっちゃった。あ、フラッシュミスっちゃった。あ、ミスります、プロでも。フラッシュは。世界1位でもミスります。
This is too suppressed and he has second thoughts of that. Maybe not.
Great round from 100 Thieves. The flawless comes through off the back of Steel. Sharp shooting from back C. Utility kind of just closes everybody. It basically makes them just stuck in garage forever.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. He suppresses both those players along C, which breaks the Sova drone, by the way. So the second it hits the Sova, he loses his drone 400 credit ability, and then also gives Steel the info. Takes out the running back, pops the ult. Everything is just looking so good for Steel that round.
Just have to do it 8 more times.
That's it, Dan. Just 8 more.
Okay, we're going to see a faster round coming through. To pick up this ult orb towards C. Cover there as well. Blade Storm activated. The 10s. It's very scary. And 100 Thieves, I like this, taking forward control of A lobby. Ethan.
Oh god, 10s is coming right into the start cover.
Oh, いいよ。
Nice transfer coming through. 100 Thieves looking really strong here. The cloud burst to get away. They've taken away a lot from Sentinels, but that Blaze Storm, I think it's still... I think maybe the knives were all missed, I'm not sure, but... Either way, it's a 2v4 for Sentinels. Zom's just gonna desperation play. Walk into B. Might be able to, like, if he goes to the right link, find a flank timing.
He's made noise. Oh, Zom's in B site. You were right. He had a time, he really did. Seekers come out, and that'll let them know Tens is also coming B.
Kind of scary here. Tens is stuck in a really awful position. Multiple elevations to watch out for, and good cleanup from 100 Thieves. And you have to do it 7 more times. Well, I mean, it's got a...
Exactly. That's the main problem is they have no wiggle room, right?
いや、テンズだけマーシャル持ってる。
Probably a couple lockdowns.
C 行くんじゃない C.
A couple Hunter's Furies from Shazam. A couple run it backs from Sick. Like, all these ults are so hard to deal with, and they have to be flawless. Good position by Nitro, though. Will they expect it with the recon?
Terrible coming in. Hiko has to support. He's got to keep Nitro alive. This is kind of dangerous, actually. Lockdown comes in elsewhere towards Garage.
Sure.
Hiko able to keep his teammate alive.
結構地味に打ち合い強い気がする。
So Sentinels
結構サポートだからあんま映んないけど。
Maybe feeling a bit too comfy, Dan. I don't like what I'm seeing out of Sentinels. They do this sometimes. They do this sometimes when they just feel so dominant. They start playing a little bit loose. I've yet to see them blow a match like this, though.
Yes, but I'm trying to work out the argument on that lockdown. They will manage to get the spike back under control. Shazam's picked that one up. And at the same time, 100 Thieves is slowly but surely clearing the positions to get onto a flank, and see that's going to reward Ethan nicely. They know where Zoms has to be, and Ethan will finish that one off too. You know, excellent mechanics as always. Ethan's so reliable, and that is 6 rounds now. So 100 Thieves deal the anti-eco, and it's back to the buy round here for Sentinels.
Indeed, Blade Storm on deck with his operator.
センチネルズは、テンズはバンダル。他はカントムですね。
100 Thieves keeps pushing the issue. They've been very aggressive towards A lobby thus far.
Hiko wants that.
攻めはバンダルっぽいな、確かに。
Hunter's Fury, but he's going to get denied, I think. You can see that Sentinels really don't want to allow that to happen. That wall's going to allow Sick to get a bit closer. He's able, oh, okay, gets tagged by the drone. That's just
ブリーズはファントムだけど。
to get this, but you can see he's so worried about them trying to pick him, and it's actually working to their favor because Sentinels are trying to hang out to deal with Hiko. Hiko gets the kill, so he doesn't need the ult orb now.
So cheeky. Steel tosses the Molotov into the corner, and that gives the opening for Hiko, who kills the 10 swinging.
もうヘブンはプレイしないんだね。見てて思ったけど。
And now they can play retake because of Eco's. Oh, the question is
バレちゃっ
just got to make
た。
sure
バ
he
レちゃ
doesn't
っ
give up the frag here. It's very, very scary. Flash in's going to miss. With the control coming in here from 100Ds. Again, they know that they can play the retake here. Cosmic Divide, though, will allow Sentinels in.
Look how quick they are to take these positions, Dan. Immediately, turret, top, top default. Sick has the molly out. Shaz, Hunter's Fury ready at long A. This is going to be a hard retake right here for 100Ds.
Here he goes, Asuna with the Blaze Storm out. We've got the Hunter's Fury coming in as well, tagging players. Able to take down Dapper, big win. There goes the
Oh.
Sick somehow lands the headshot on the airborne Asuna. And now things swing in the favor, though, of 100 Thieves. They've got the advantage, but not for too much.
1v1
Trades upon trades. Now down to Sova, fifth. Hiko versus Shazam. And there is some time here. There's the tap.
いや、これはきついぞ。
He's got to jiggle this. He's got to try to win this with the jiggle, but it's
これが強いわ。これ覚えた方がいいですよ、皆さん。多分。
There's not enough time
こ
for
の
Hiko. Is there enough time? I don't know. To go. He's got much longer.
これで、この後するピーク、これが強いわ。結局、これでもう、バーンって打った時点で解除してないの確定だから。これも誰でもできる。覚えたら。めっちゃ強い。これがめっちゃこのセンチネルズメンバー全員ちゃんとやるからな。
You might not be as good.
In fact, it was like in the sitting at the top of the charts.
Over actually the second half where the wins got knocked, but after that, just not enough.
Game right. I know they lose their, and we know when they. I don't care if I lose my abilities because I.
まあショルダーピークはショルダーピークなんだけど、どこに対してショルダーピークするかよね。
Yeah, around against Sensei. Ooh, that's it. They put a lot of pressure on him on split. That Viper player.
まあジグルピークでもショルダーピークでも一緒同じ意味やね。
Taken up the role and he's done a great job at it. But playing against this Reyna 10s and the Jet on it's a totally different game. It's a totally different ball game when you play against those two on the duelist. So can he have a lockdown performance on Viper?
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see and also, you know, for me,
相手オペレーターでもあれで当てられないですよ。
find ways to consistently win the early game as well. You know, we see that's
むしろオペレーターだったら打ってきたらもう自由に出れるんで。出したら終わりか。
Say the 100 Thieves very successfully won against Envy yesterday repeatedly, and that gave them a lot. So that's one thing that I'm looking at as well. But there's definitely answers for that with the composition.
あれで敵がガチ解除してるパターンと肩出しピークって分かってて打ってこないパターンがあるから、それをその駆け引きができる人がうめえ。2回肩出しピークするのか、3回目やるのか、相手打ってきてくれたら解除してない確定だから、もう一生肩出しピークして敵にちょっと打たせるみたいな。でも完全にガチ解除してそうだったら、解除半分いくかいかないかぐらいで出て打てたら強い。半分いくかいかないかぐらいはガチで解除するから。
You can't have that on split. Like the map suggests, you should be splitting the map, not just going A and B everywhere.
セージ、サイファー、レイナ、ジェット、アストラ、KO、ジェット、スカイ、ファイパー、アストラ、スモーク。テンズがあれなったね。レイズからレイナになってるね。レイズだったよね、この構成で。
Oh my goodness, my win condition is amazing.
もう早速、シックが倒したかな。
Oh my goodness, they do have one more controller, but this beast side is gone, and that's 150 health for 10s.
普通に攻めて。
Yeah, it's not a good look for 100 Thieves. They're getting wrecked on these.
強強もう
Jumping right click at that distance.
あ
I just what is this round?
Oh, he's gonna
What do
take
you
a
say
selfie.
about that round?
Let's go.
Oh,
The
no.
selfie.
That's a hard one to watch, Sean.
シック絶対あそこ壁焚いた時絶対上乗ってくるよ。もしみんなシック相手にする時あったら、あそこの壁焚いた時絶対上乗ってくるシックはマジで。100% 上乗ってくる壁の上。100乗ってきます。乗らなかったらほとんど見たことない。100は言い過ぎて、まあ、90% 乗ってる。B 入り口に壁縦に焚いて、その壁の上にちょこって絶対乗ってくるんで、シックは。もし皆さん相手にすることがあったら乗ってきます。
Ooh, shorty gang.
Early control, this early space that, toxic screen might be somewhat annoying.
これね。
Wall there to try to get
乗るんですよ、シックは。
flash as well, so straight through.
乗ってた、乗ってて降りた。
Comes in. Eco does get traded, but that's always nice. Tens is dead, and they haven't managed to win the position. Sick is
よく生きた。
corner. Surely they want to go for this, and they're going to finish him off. But they know
Steel
that
has it open now because of all this.
That's still gone as well, so they have
意地でも乗るからね。
spike planted. Couple guns collected though, and a massive lurk from Dapper.
Yeah, and it makes me a little worried because he's out of the play here.
シックとシックに憧れてる人持ってきます。
Rafters.
シックに憧れてる人も
But it
そ
could
こ持っ
be
てく
one
る。
and done if they decide to all come out at the same time.
And the plant location for Sentinels, brilliant. Given Dapper's lurk, it's planted for him now. Oh, man. This retake. It's getting harder and harder by the second.
Yeah, it really is, but they're all away towards elbow, so they're going to be able to fight together. Tom has dropped off now. He's actually
ちなみにシックは、A サイト入った後、ここに壁焚きます。この間に。このサイトの四角いやつと、くぼみというか、あれの間に壁焚きます。で、そこ乗ってきます、シック。シック乗ってきます。もしかしたら出てくるかもしれない。試合中に。攻めで A サイト取った後、あそこの間に壁焚いて乗ってきます、あれ。ヘブン見てきます。乗って。ヘブンか A メイン見てきます。壁上に乗るのはめっちゃ強い。ランクでも全然使えるし強いよ。エイムいるけどね。
He's looking for that opening pick and see if Hassan gets teased. Oh, he gets one, but he can't even press the dash.
強いやつが乗ってて強いんだから強いよ。やっぱり。あんまり警戒されないし。ただシックはもうマジで乗る。なんで警戒されないんかなって不思議でしょうがない。もう抜いてもいいレベル。壁たかれたら、あそこ。
Which is, I mean, you get no vision. Yeah. They're going right into him. They're going right into him. It's all on timing.
Timing. I'm not sure who's going to favor here. Oh, Nitro converts the second kill, so it's a 2v2, and the information is there. It's a big rotation.
Look at the lurk from Dapper. He's always taken this advanced ground, the opposite area of the map.
Dodge the flash too. Ethan, Eco, both coming in from spawn, but the position is so good for this spawn approach. It will be so hard here. He's going to be isolated. Does he get traded? He does get traded. Doesn't know where Dapper is. It's so hard to know where he's going to be. Up in the elevated position. And he's making a home movie here.
いや、テンズが味方の方を見ることによって、そっちには敵がいないんじゃないかって思わせるプレイかもしれない。もしかしたら。
7-0 for Dapper. Oh my goodness, it's his turn. It's his turn. I feel like everyone on this Sentinels team takes turns just plowing through their opponents, destroying their confidence. And Sentinels, the more important thing to note here, Dan, another bonus round won by them to kick off the match. Same thing as Haven. This is where it's getting weird. It's getting weird for 100 Thieves because allowing the ults to build, the economy to roll like this, you don't want this against a team like Sentinels.
攻めでもう3ラウンド取っちゃった。
Slow mids
ここが詰め落ちしてるね、笑顔。ええ
coming through.
いい
God, Shazam! I just can't believe it. It's so painful to watch for 100 Thieves. Shazam shutting them down.
なんで捨てたうおどういう戦い方
Through his phantom to
屈伸してる、死体で。しっかりと。
Oh, I
やられた。
heard them crouching right there so many times, man. Can't really.
Sean, can you explain that to me?
Must be something tactical about it.
店に来てるの、センチネルズ。
Oh, Ethan, quick pop flash there with the sheriff. He would have won another one. He would have actually escaped every
でも
step.
結構やられてる。欲しい。
Ethan did a lot of damage there. This guy is damn good.
Wow. Almost brought 100 Thieves single-handedly back into this game and calming Dapper down. I'm sure Dapper is definitely wiping a bead of
これ
sweat
ね
off of his face.
これやばすぎる。
after
これ、運でしょ。
the
たまたま、ほら、ちょうどぴったり重なった時に打っちゃった。
Oh,
It feels so unfair, Sean.
その後
oh
の
my goodness.
ランプでの戦い方は、ちょっと
Rest
よう
of
わ
the
からな
team
かったけ
for
ど。
sick. And again, the pre-slow
謎の
towards B,
ファント
which
ム
makes
を
so annoying.
落とす戦い。
Aggression can happen there.
相手に拾わせて、
Opening
武器持ち替えのタイミングで倒すってことかな。
Yeah, they've got that mid
Sure,
control
good.
as well. The 5v4. They can play pretty passive. Again, there may be an argument to get the res in here, so surely they would expect that. You can see the smokes going up to protect that. Just got
No
the whole
way.
team here to protect the
Yeah,
res.
100 Thieves knows they
Shadow
can't
Move
fight for
cuts
this
up.
right away. It might be a delayed hit. And there it is from Steel.
He's actually getting it in. Ethan crossing into the
シャダム久
there.
々にジェットだもん。他のア
Very,
ッ
very
プ
low、
相場
on
やった
health, but still alive. 5 versus 4, so able to actually counterplay that res play.
アスナのポジ結構しんどいぞ、これ。
Asuna
自分から飛び出していかないと。
position here. How much can he get though? They might be looking for
お
this
これは詰めるか
Asuna might creep forward
美味
here.
しいとこ。
He's in such a strong position, Asuna.
お
And there it is. Asuna is going to be able to take them down on the flank.
いや、強い、シックが。シックが強い。あ、でも、
Crossing into Hiko.
さすがにきつい
Now
か
down。to Shazam. 4 players still left here.
1v4
100 Thieves. This would be a great round to build money.
セージいないんだ。100T。
Do as much damage as possible.
珍しいね。
The in-game leader already died once this round. Looks like he's having second thoughts about dying again.
Yeah, going through that choke point is suicidal. And if he can drop the gun next round and pull out the blade storm as well. So keeping the phantom actually does give him a lot here.
That's a great point. Yeah, he has the blade storm on deck, so he doesn't actually even need this phantom. He might drop it over to 10s. He might drop it over to one of his teammates who are low on money. Which they might be because Ethan got it down to a 1-on-1 that prior round.
Yes, yeah, exactly. He wiped out 4 players. I mean, that's incredible. Like the impact that has. Like you're completely right. Like look at the money here for Sentinels. It is awful. So Shazam does drop
今回も広がってるね。
Phantom, the Dapper, I think, and he can get a Blade Storm out. We've got a Spectre on 10. So because of the Blade Storm and that drop, they do actually get around
テ
here.
ンズだけ、
quite a
テン
bit
ズ
of
と
firepower.
ソムスがスペクターで、
What is that like?
他は勝ってる。
Okay, Blade Storm and the Trailblazer taking that B main control here, 100 Thieves. And they drop the Viper's Pit in here. This is oppressive stuff. Sentinels, how do they find a way out of this? How do they get control of anything here?
Yeah, and then look at all the Astro Stars on A. I mean, there's really no great choices for
お
Sentinels in this
絵き
round.
そうだね、これ。めっちゃ絵きそう。
First Nebula down for Nitro, and you could see Sentinels is taking advantage, and they're taking ground little by little.
Shazam does not have any dash. Sorry, any jump drops, so he's stuck on the low ground here.
I know exactly where.
As a Cloud Burst dashes into it to secure the
キャザムが入って、中2人いるの分かって。
Steel trying to stay alive at the backside here. Shazam looking for the perfect moment to go for this one. Teasing,
はい、
nice.
強い。
Oh, that's a nice flick onto Steel. One more to go at the backside. Can Shazam find him? The right click misses, but it's just overwhelming Nitro here. Oh, Asuna's in the picture now with his Blade Storm, trying to find the headshots.
頭当てたい。お、当たった。これは
He gets the refresh. Asuna keeping the round, the chance
He
here
has the
alive.
wall, Dan. He has the wall and the molly. The retake is possible here.
強い。
Asuna looking for another one. He gets it. 2 more players to go. Asuna coming alive in this one. 3 kills, looking for the ace as he's.
これアスナが持っていくんじゃない？おお、強い。
The backside play. There's a look.
Wow.
Asuna gets the ace with the blade storm coming all the way from the B side to save it for 100 Thieves.
Absolutely incredible round by the young prodigy on 100 Thieves to keep them in this game. Oh my goodness. Filthy shots. I think he had 1 blade left when you called the play in heaven. The refresh comes in. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful stuff from Asuna.
Yeah, Jet Diff coming through here. Absolutely
強い。
insane stuff from
強い。
Asuna. You know, good support coming through from Hiko as well right at the end
Yeah.
here. Oh, and he's like protected by the screen
Yeah.
there as well, the updraft. It just puts Tens in such a difficult spot. Has to whiff all those bullets. Insane. And that's going to keep 100 Thieves really in this one. Look what it's done, Sean, to the money of Sentinels. They're on a full save because in the previous round they were already on a 4. So this is a few sheriffs.
I'm going to be ready for this. Look at him. I think he's hiding behind the box on the ramp. Shaz clear the angle. Nitro is in a great bait position for Ethan.
Ooh, doesn't need it though. Ethan will find the extra player regardless. Tens and Zoms left, and 100 Thieves are really starting to hit their stride off of the back of that ace from Asuna's blade.
テンズが登ってくる。
I
おお。
mean, it always feels good when someone on your team just absolutely owns everyone, especially in a round that feels kind of lost.
オーブ取んないのか
It
な？
just really feels good.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, he brought the momentum back to 100 Thieves. And he probably makes his teammates believe now that, you know, their star player is on a heater. Like, they can win any round. And when Asuna looks like that, 100 Thieves is... They're just total... They're a different team because they rely on him so much. Oh, we're at 4-3. 100 Thieves. They're back in it, Dan. Asuna is over here at A, and he's looking for the pick on Dapper. The cam is going to spot him, though.
Camera taken out.
おお、詰めてったア
Those
スナ
are。coming quite a bit as well. The lurk play from the Cypher, it's a big mid burst. And seeing the 2 players there, they know they can go quick because they know that there's no defense here in mid because Asuna was towards A. So the Sentinels are like really capitalizing on Asuna picking the A push, and they've got a B site now. And it's just a retake setup here
The
for 100
Cosmic
Thieves.
Divide and Steel's ult will come in, though, from KO. This could get sketchy, but look, Dapper left a trip in mail. Still gonna get this trip, Dan.
Steel's gonna have to deal with Shazam's mail. This is a big win.
Oh.
Shazam gets this, he does. Oh, he's gonna go down right there in the ult. He's gonna get just
勝手な。
obliterated. Oh, but push is gonna come through. It is straight into Sick. He's ready for it. He actually survives. He actually gets back into the site. 3 players left now for 100 Thieves, and they are not liking the look here. They can't get into any choke points. Steel failed towards mail, and they also did not get through spawn, so it's just nothing left.
Absolutely nothing. I was worried about the trip, but I guess, you know, the KO ult reaches Dapper all the way towards B lobby and deactivates the trip for Steel. Doesn't matter. He definitely needed some help there. Whew. So, 100 Thieves, tucks tail, saves 3 weapons. That is so fast. That's such a fast call from Shazam, the in-game leader of Sentinels.
Yeah.
He saw the 2 players on the cam. Dapper gets the info, and like you said, right away, the picture is painted. You know, the Oppers at A run it down mid as fast as possible. They just do not stop, because it's actually likely that a 3rd player is probably floating around A, whether it be ropes or heaven. You know, like, you might not even have the whole
オペレーター2
picture
本になってる。
cam, so it's worth it to run it down towards the B side.
あ、そんな入り方
It's sort of the default there, just that ice orb
するの？
slowing things down towards B main. Asuna will keep check on it though. He sees that nothing's actually happened towards B main, and so now they also know that this player's mid. So Nitro, can he hold on here?
強っ。
Oh, I don't believe it. Shazam somehow survives there. 15 HP. Gonna get healed up as well. And oh no, poor Ethan. Looks like that was a given too, but Sentinels come out the better there. Eco can't quite find the timing. So shy of it. Down to Steel here with this operator. Great shot there. Looking to try to keep hold of this position. The ice wall comes up to block Steel's line of sight with the operator. That's a great play for Sentinels.
It is, but that really filters them all to the site besides Tens. It was a big fight for Tens.
おー、ファイヤーあるのに。
Great
Of course.
conversion there from Tens as well. You know exactly where he is. But there's nothing left. They've got two operators. They're going to try to hold on to these. This is not anything that they can do from these positions. So
引くと見せかけての。
making really great calls here, Sean.
It's actually incredible how quick,
普通にそっち行くのか。
after that frag on Nitro, Shaz throws the one-way smoke on Jet, blocks the trade from Ethan, because Ethan was ready to trade that frag. He had the guiding light going under it. But he just can't. He can't capitalize on it. And, you know, I would say that Nitro and Ethan probably should have won their gun duels. But I would also say that the way Sentinels approached that was fantastic.
And it's so crazy too because this round would have looked so different if that 1v1 there. It goes Nitro's way. It looked like he was in such a good spot.
打ち合い 1v1 を2回とも負けたから負けたって感じだ
out
ね
there。as well. And just losing that duel, then it just becomes so difficult. And that's a 6-3 advantage now for Sentinels in this first half here on splits.
Oh,
See if
damn.
100 Thieves can bring these operators.
He's going to be trapped. Steel is going to have a nebula right below him.
おう。
Gravity well.
It's the delayed peak.
Oh.
Gets out too. Reposition on Steel.
If Sick gets the orb, though, he has ult, can bring Tens right back into this round, and there it is, the wall coming B main, he gets the orb, and Tens is coming back in.
will not kill my allies.
Not much they can do about that. But do they reset here? Because look at the ground gained in mid. Yeah, so they're going straight for the B commit. Steel's in an extremely committed position. He is probably going to die here. He has very little support.
これは
In fact, he has no support right
どうなん
now.
だ
Oh, Steel has no
やばい
support. They don't
終わった場所
push. Steel's alone.
ただでも1キル取った
He takes down Sick. But this site is going to Sentinels.
Careful here.
I think they have to concede the plant, and you can see Tens even has the time to get the great plant that can get seen from B main. Off on this retake for Asuna.
Gonna dash first there. Kappa, they're stuck in the corner around the Vipers. A snake bite, and Sentinels looking to defend pretty well here. Nitro in the 1v3. He's got a crossfire to deal with here. It's very hard. And Shazam will finish it off. Sentinels pick it up 7-3 now in favor of them, and it seemed like just the misread. They had the info mids, and they thought the rotation was going to A, and they stacked away from that B site, and that was an unfortunate moment for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate because Steel had a good round. He got 2 frags this round. Unfortunately for him, one of them came back into it. So, and the site's lost. The Cosmic Divide comes in, and yeah, it's such a difficult retake for 100 Thieves with no ults on the board. But they have another buy in them, and they're gonna need probably both of these, if I'm being honest.
I know exactly where.
Well, Nitro goes down, so that's not a good start for 100 Thieves. Steel might be able to make this one work. There goes the punish, though. Can't get the gun out in time. It's Sick. He's going to take down Steel. Ethan answering back at least. Asuna coming through, and you can see the rotation there. All of the B sites under control here. B Heaven.
翻弄されておるの
Key as well, thanks to Tens. So 100 Thieves really coming in behind on this round. They've been outpaced, outpositioned.
Spike planted.
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't have said it better. It looked like all 3 of those players just completely unaware of what Sentinels is going for and all of the options available to them. All 3 of those kills just from unaware players.
It is a tough life here on Split. The 100 Thieves, in the best case scenario now, is 4 rounds at the end of their defending half. I mean, that's rough. That's very rough indeed. Want this to go all the way, and you know what? I mean, it's going to go as far as it needs to. Sentinels looking to make the statement that they're not only the best team in North America, but it's by a large margin.
I mean, they've definitely proven that so far in the last couple of maps. They have found
これ見てると
in this series.
ファントム使いたくなってくるよね
That map loss invigorated a different style of them.
Yeah, like one of these rounds was won by Asuna with like a clutch ace off of the Blade Storm. And so if you remove that round, we're not looking at consistency here for 100 Thieves. Okay, we're into the next round then, and we've got the operator on Asuna. He's going to be focused on that mid peak coming in from B Heaven. And we're going to get the Eyesore, I presume, at the same timing to prevent early control plays around B lobby.
全然オペレーター。
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Sam!
The
That's nasty.
openings. That is absolutely filthy. Just such a different look, too. They see the cages coming over, but you never expect the Blade Storm coming out of Shazam. Change of pace. Steel overextending again, but can he find something this time?
This is huge. This is really smart because they need someone to take a risk. And hopefully for them, this risk from Steel will pay off. He can catch a rotation. Oh no, he goes so deep and he gets caught by Tens. So that's been blown up as well. And at this point, I don't know what they need, but they need to find some kind of advantage. We get the rotate back to A.
The
Asuna
wall
sees
from
nothing
Sick.
mid.
Look, it's pulled Nitro over to B. It's making Asuna rotate to Heaven. Oh, Sentinels just outplaying their opponents, not only with their aim, not only with their openings, but their mid-round decisions as well.
It's so beautiful to see that. Just like to see how they are controlling the
30
rotations of their
seconds left.
opponents in a situation like this. In the 5v3, obviously, there's very little info for the defenders, and it's very hard for them because they want to make information plays, but it's so risky because if you lose another player, the round is definitely over. Asuna goes for a peek. He gets shut down by Shazam.
この武器落とすやつにハマりすぎじゃない？
Nitro's going to punish, but it's up to Hiko. 1 versus 3, and he's coming in from the attacker spawn. It's not a good look here for him.
あれ強いか？
You can see Shazam's looking for it. Hiko knows he's coming. He's going to take him down. 1v2. Tense is in the Empress.
Yeah. Tens and the Empress on that Vandal. Both of them holding the
Sure.
smoke. Oh,
Hiko. Hiko's making it look possible here, but Zoms will shut it down. Great snap onto Tense, but that's a wrap for this half. 9-3 finishing score there for Sentinels. Again, this is match and series for them. If they win this map, they are.
?武器落とすとどうなんの？武器が落ちる。それだけ。
This might be it here.
まあ気が散るかもしれない。いや、散らんと思うけどね。そんなことじゃ。武器に対して撃っちゃうみたいな。それはあるのかもしれないけど。ないと思うけど。これは。
Yeah. And there's Dapper throwing that nerd cam on the wall. Hiko's gonna have to look for that. He has to lurk wall B himself. But first, we gotta get through this wall. Sick has put it mid. Very passive setup from Sentinels, if I'm being honest. They're just split across the map.
Yeah, really reactive. You can see that they're going to allow the movement here. And Chaz is actually going to try to stop this. He's got this advantage if they come up the ropes, so he can stop this. Asuna is beyond his angle, though. That's a great pickup. So now it's like the question of, okay, the calling. What is the adaptation here for 100 Thieves?
Yeah, I would imagine that they have a good call. There's a 2-2 split, so they have their choice at either side. The rotate's going to be long.
テンズの場所がキーや。
There it is, through the ropes.
I love how they pressured B first, just to delay the B.
テンズが飛び出してくる、これ。
extra bit. And
飛び出して飛び出す。Oh my god. いや、まだ行く？まだ行く。まだ行く。これテンズ行くでしょ、倒しに。
Comes through, takes out Nitro, and that leaves very little to work with Hiko against the world with 35 points of health. 20 seconds on the clock. Has to pick up the spike, and they know exactly where he's coming from. There's the drop down into his poison orb, but that's where he's going to die. Sentinels pick up the pistol because Tens is a god.
Oh my god. I think he just ran through that nebula. I'm almost heard 3 bullets straight were headshots right here. Let's see. This was insane. 1, 2.
強すぎやろ。
Oh, no, yeah, I was actually body shot at Ethan. Just insane. That's incredible that he goes for both of those kills, doesn't dismiss out, gets the 150 the second, the suppress is gone. He is a beast.
He
Slow
is
towards market that
a
I was
beast.
before the game. You can see it's just going to slow Austin down and single off steal. The one-on-one is gotten for Sick, and again the advantage goes to Sentinels.
Yeah, they're so good at playing off of these situations in the mid round too. They go really passive because
このゲーム武器拾っても確か武器チェーンボタン押さないとメイン武器なんない。
And 100 Thieves are looking for those picks. They can't quite find them though. Sick is really confident to take these battles, but it's a quick headshot from Ethan that will shut him down. Need to get the spike though now, and it's him.
It is him.
Arrived.
Run.
Run for your lives. Tens is coming, and looks like he's going to find it on the flank. And Nico has been spotted now as well, trying to get some extra. Oh no! I can't believe you've done this in the Grand Final.
ここぞとばかりに飛び出してきたな。
Oh no. Well, actually, you know what? He kind of deserves it for all the breach nonsense. You know, that's karma, Dan.
Ah, you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck with that angle.
Yeah.
Now I'm rooting for Delta.
Oh my goodness.
Gosh.
Actually has the Empress here on the bonus round for Sentinels. They've won 2 bonus rounds so far in the last 2 maps. Are they about to win another?
That's a really good point. Yeah, 100 Thieves, you know, spending everything here. They are going to be going for it, just full sending to this A site. The Zombies will take down Asuna, and this defense is looking stunning. Perfect from Sentinels. Eco needs to one-up Ethan's Sheriff play, get the ace clutch. Oh my god, it's going to be so hard. Everything coming his way, sitting in the poison orb, trying to dodge his way to success, running around with the Sheriff. It is horrendous there for Hiko, and that's it. Match series finals point here for Sentinels.
圧倒的だな、やっぱセンチネルズが。
In North America, it seems, I mean, and the world, it's hard to take any of these accolades away from Sentinels. They are just so deadly. 100 Thieves now with nowhere left to turn.
Just clearly the best team in the world right now, and they have been for a long, long time. One more round separates them from this first seed going into Berlin. Oh man. Already a champion. They're gonna head to Berlin with that first seed if one more round goes their way.
何が強いってやっぱ各々が強いわ。
Want to take it aggressively, take the bull by the horns, but Steel actually punished that one, looking for the aggression, and just like that, Eco's able to pick one off as well. Maybe Sentinels are really feeling that they've won already. 100 Thieves still here to play. And they will take the A site off the back of those picks, and Zoms, yeah, he's got a lot of work on his hands. He's going to get taken out. Just one frag's not enough. Dapper. Well,
Spike planted.
Time for some shenanigans.
4 to 12. Been here before with 100 Thieves in this series against Sentinels. Why are Sentinels so good? How are they so good? How long will they be this good?
Well, Dan, I don't know if you can see the scoreboard right there, but they have a player named Tens on their team, and they have Shazam in-game leading, and they have Sick who can play any agent in the game. They're the best Sentinel player in the game. They have so much. Zoms is a god on Astra. This team has no deficiencies. They are incredible. They are our best team. And here they are again. Match point with another full buy.
And they could really send a statement again. You know, closing it out 13-4 would be huge, but we'll see if 100 Thieves have anything to say about that in this round. Steel managing to lurk through with his teammates into that ropes position.
It's waiting on the other side though, Dan.
これ全く見てないぞ、ベント。
Yes, it's Tens and Shazam. And oh, they're being occupied though. Might be able to, yes, exactly. There's a distraction working out favorably here for 100 Thieves as they take control of A heaven.
おー、よく倒した今。
Tens goes down. Big win from Zomzo. Defending elbow. Again, cannot convert the next kill. 100 Thieves still playing for this one. And there's not too much here for Sentinels to do. Steel trying to actually take control of screens is going to go down. The Viper's Pit will be activated on site. Everybody's going to be playing within it.
Nightmare fuel here is if Sick gets a kill into this ult and resident.
Player standing.
Oh
お
yeah.
お、見えたのかな？
That would be
見えてないよ。
that would be something.
But it looks like it's not going to happen.
Turns away just at the right moment. The wrong moment. Maybe the right moment. Maybe he would have died. But he picks up the operator now and he can secure this into the next round. He can also make sure that all these players die. But that toxic screen will actually provide the cover so they can escape.
What is this for?
Okay, so 100 Thieves pick up another round, 5 on the board.
Here, they have a lot of work to do still before I'm a believer, Dan. If I'm being quite honest.
Yes.
I mean, 5 rounds
Absolutely.
is nice. 2 gun runs in a row, that's great. But I've yet to see Sentinels, you know, put forth their best effort to win one of these rounds. They do this when they have these massive leads. They try to play a little loose. They don't like showing all their tactics. They don't need to. They try to just close it out on skill, and most of the time it works.
Here.
We have another shot for Shazam in mid with this operator.
Get out of my way.
Does he find anything?
強い。いや、シャザムはなんかオペレーターとジェットの区内の精度が半端ない。
Shazam's going to try to punish as well, so able to get one frag out of that, but Asna's in there with the Blaze Storm, can't find the connections he's looking for. Dapper with the Ghost takes him out, and Shazam holds the position. Neural Theft comes through, and everybody else is revealed. This might be the moment here for Sentinels to take this.
俺は決まったか？
Here it is, the last effort for 100 Thieves in B lobby. There's the jiggles. Oh, Steel, nice shot onto Sick, but again, the spike is lost in his forward position. They have to go for this. There's no other choice. So much to deal with through this single choke point.
How on earth do they get this spike back, Dan?
No more charges left.
I do not know. But if they delay like this, you can see Shazam is going to have to eventually worry about the flank. But time is the enemy here for 100 Thieves as well as the Sentinels players.
The last Nebula for Nitro.
Pretty going forward. Shazam actually wins the shot. Nitro gets the entry.
ただ20秒しかない時間が。もう行くしかない。そうでも倒した。おわー
That's the Red Bull clutch. That's it. Sentinels are the North American Challengers champions, the best in the region, the best in the world, and you can't say anything against it. These guys are special, and I just cannot believe how they do this time and time again.
What a special team. What a special team, Dan. They just keep remaining on top of the North American scene and the world, as you mentioned. And we're going to have to see if they can hold that title again here in Berlin, where they're going to be entering with the #1 seed. Hats off to 100 Thieves, though. I mean, they battled back through so many problems of their own, ending this tournament in 2nd place.
だいぶ遊ぶ余裕あるもんね。
This is the moment with Dapper finishes
走り打ちだしな。
And just as you said, Sean, it is such a special team.
切り返しのタイミングで打ってくる。
In Valorant's history, but Sentinels are making themselves, I mean, they're writing the history book here. And the question is, with the Sentinels era, how long does it last? Because we know, from all of the history in a game that as long as CSGO, it's really hard to hold on to an era. A lot of teams manage to get to the top, but few manage to stay on that peak. But so far, Sentinels, what they're showing us is that they have everything it takes to do that.
Yeah, they really have. They've proven they can stay on top in many different ways, too. They've had different lineups. They've had different agents, Shazam, another well-prepared.
Congratulations to the
Hasn't gone that way. And
If it's
mentally, we have a Credit Karma, Instant Karma.
right, the fault line following after the Trailblazer finish from the Luka side, and then just the pitch to come in to make sure that Sentinels continue to stay dazed on the middle of the sands, and then that crunch, the pinch, the frenzy from the duelist.
じゃあ終わろうかな。
That was just way too strong there for Sentinels.
次は韓国のやつみたいね、韓国のやつ。韓国も多分割とどうなんだろう。まあ見てないからわかんないけど。
Oh yeah, dude, even when you're watching Steel streams, right? So when he plays, he doesn't always play like the Killjoy, the Cypher. He switches over to different agents, and I love it when he's playing the duelist rules too. So we've seen it. We see it now. The potential of what it could bring. We'll see if it's going to be something I'm going to work with in the future.
Yeah, I actually
じゃあ
sure how I
終わりま
felt about it
す。
when I first saw the composition
What's
come in on
this?
bind. I was like, this is like kind of weird.
Yeah.
But you watch that round, you watch both pistol rounds, the pistol round on the attacking side and the defensive side, and you can see they've done their homework. So they're putting in work in the background. That's why you haven't seen them play. It's why